All right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Runtime Initiative Plays Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
You've activated my trap card.
That is true.
It's very much true.
In our last session, the group rescued a doppelganger of Floon's, Rainier Neverember. Floon was mistaken for Rainier by a second group of kidnappers and was abducted by them earlier in the day before the party arrived. After a brief search of the Zentrum warehouse, the group was interrupted by a platoon of guards from the City Watch, led by Captain Hiestus Stagit. Through a conversation with the guards, Neverember revealed that the Zentrum that had originally captured him were asking him questions about the Stone of Galore and Neverember's enigma, and also bringing up quips about the agents, mentioning that they were falling behind in the grand game. The Zentrum agent stole a mourning locket that was in his possession and nearly destroyed it when they opened it to open up a secret compartment that was empty when the locket was later found by Kane. Going against the advice of Captain Stagit, the group tracked the second band of attackers assumed to be agents of Xanathar's Thieves Guild and followed the trail to an underground hideout located in the city sewers. After fighting off goblins, bandits, Duragar, and walking brains, the group rescued Floon and exited the hideout as quickly as they could, leaving behind the mystery of an escaping Illithid. Last we saw our band of adventurers, they had just returned a nearly finished Floon Blagmar to Volo at the Yawning Portal. Without missing a beat, the party inquired about the reward that was promised to them by Volo, and slightly embarrassed, he revealed that he had no coin with which to pay them, as the printing of his newest work had been delayed indefinitely. Thinking quickly, he offered the party the deed to a property in the North Ward, and we pick up with them now in the Yawning Portal to see how they handle this proposition. So Volo, arms outstretched, holding a paper tube.
Just think we can expand on our operation.
It's very true, but I just can't get over how lovely this springtime weather is that we're having.
It really is quite nice, isn't it?
Even later in the day, it's still warm.
And the cheese festival's tomorrow.
It's true. It continues. The cheese Heritage Month continues.
Cheese.
Time of year.
Lovely month, isn't it?
Love the month of cheese.
Sponsored by Cheese 6 Dice.
There you go.
Cheese
Edible
6
dice made of cheese.
mats. Yep.
That's how it's pronounced.
I'm gonna take the deed.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I guess this is our place now. We'll figure out a way to split this up.
Well,
You promised him the same reward?
I promised all of you the same.
He wasn't with us.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't get any reward. He just was coming.
Oh, do you guys want the? You were just standing around talking about the time of
I
month.
swoop it,
Just snatch it out of his hands.
and then I toss it to my brother.
We'll need to arrange that. If you come with me, I can arrange the actual transfer of the deed. You haven't happened to got like 50 gold on you for a title transfer.
50 gold.
No, and Rainier just shakes his head. I can cover it. I'll come with you. Don't. Thank you again. Don't take jobs from this man.
Lesson learned.
And what if you need rescuing again?
Well, just I can find my own way of reimbursing you all, but well, yes, thank you, Rainier.
Hold on.
Another autograph.
No,
please.
absolutely
Yes.
not. It's
Don't
not
worry.
even-
He grabs the deed back and just signs it.
I snag it out of his hand. I'm like, absolutely not.
It'll increase
Again,
the
hand it
value.
back to my brother. Nope, I don't think so. You have not a penny. And I don't even know what pennies are.
You have not a
You've got
electrum, and that's not even real.
What are they called again? What's the
They might be real here.
It's not copper. What are they called in this world?
I don't know.
Not in
You
this
can
world.
make that
In
decision.
Waterdeep. I know this
Electrum
because
exist?
I've lived here.
Because you've lived here.
I know
Dad.
this because I've lived here.
They are called.
Dad, does Electrum exist?
Yeah, there is
Electrum is a
equivalent.
fake coin used to trick students.
Electrum.
They're called
Cryptocurrency.
degrees.
We're gonna go with copper because I can't find the page
Okay.
right now. Yeah,
Not penny, but copper.
copper.
Rainier, I just want to reiterate. Casanova Brothers, you need anything, you come to us, alright?
That much has been proven. Undoubtedly.
Absolutely. All right. Let's continue. Volo, don't say anything. Let's go.
Well, I have a.
It's-
I know a
whoa,
magistrate.
whoa, whoa,
I know
whoa,
a
whoa.
magistrate. I just come with me to the castle ward. It'll be taken care of. No problem. I promise.
Fine.
All right. Rainier tags along behind as Floon is being nursed back to health, one drink at a time by Durnan at the bar. She just kind of head out. Looks to be in good hands, though. As you guys walk out of the yawning portal, you take a pretty westward route towards Pierre Grand's palace, which is the main political center of Waterdeep. It's where Laeral Silverhand operates out of. It's where the Masked Lords meet. And it's also where much of the administrative work... Yeah, that little weird outcropping of buildings right there. Much of the administrative work, guild permits, stuff like that is all handled out of this building. But he walks you over through the crowd. If you want a tour, I could always give you plenty of tours. I do charge for them. But if you want a free one...
Didn't you just give a tour?
Is this Volo or Rainier?
This is Volo. Yeah, sorry.
Didn't you just give her a tour of the city a couple days ago or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, is he offering of the city?
Yeah.
Oh. No, Volo. We know our way around.
Okay. Sure. Just in case. And as you arrive, he flags down a tiefling woman who's in these long navy blue and gold robes. He calls her, Kylin, yes, please come over here. She kind of walks over, already rolling her eyes at whatever Volo seems to have got himself into this time. Yes. How may I be of service? He says, we're transferring this deed, and he hands her the deed. She holds out another hand. Yes. Rainier? Sure. And he pulls out a small pouch, 50 gold. Kylan takes it. Appears as though all are in order. Do you wish to accept this deed?
Indeed.
Yep.
Right, well then on this 7th day of chess, I here declare it in...
I thought it was cheese.
Who's taking responsibility for this new home?
Is it possible to sign it over to multiple parties?
Certainly. All of you then? All of you. Yes. All right. To you. Here you go. She hands you it back, walks away, just kind of shakes her head a little bit.
Is
But
the name Torin on this deed?
Torin?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. At the moment it is, unless you would like to have that changed.
No. I probably just like misunderstood. Yeah, and just like you're standing behind us or something, and then they just put your name on it. And just like,
How'd you know her name is that?
Magic.
Magic deed, man.
Oh, right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, dude.
Almost forgot.
Oh boy.
There's supposedly a ghost residing in the tap room of the Troll School Manor. As far as I've been able to gather, it's a former bartender, a half-elf named Leaf. Half the reason I bought the place, really. You see, I'm writing a book on such spirits. Well, but that's not here nor there. Be out soon. I promise you'll for sure want to buy that.
It's a bartending ghost.
He was a bartender. Now
So
he's
what kind
dead.
of spirits is your book on?
Clever. The dead ones, specifically, are the ones I'm after. But
with a little worm inside.
occasionally, I suppose there could be some haunted worms. But from what I've heard, he's quite possessive, no pun intended, but he's not malicious.
Are you sure?
It seems
but
like
are his drinks delicious?
he hasn't served me many. He mostly throws chairs at me, but they miss often.
I think we're offline.
Rip. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Working on it.
Reconnecting.
Reconnecting. Hold.
Hold on.
My laptop did
I
run
think
out
the
of
weave
internet
died.
for a moment.
Yeah. We killed the weave.
We did kill the
Whoa.
weave.
Oh my gosh.
Look, man, all of
Char.
4th edition was based on the time that the weave died, so
That's true.
it was pretty intense moment.
That's
Char
morbid for me,
friends.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
The weave has died.
It's gone.
It is gone.
It just stopped existing.
Just
Alright.
going
Done.
through an
And
existential
it's
crisis.
back.
No more
Is it
magic.
back?
Obtaining IP address.
Fine, I'm a
back.
human fighter.
The
I'll be
weave.
okay.
I didn't get rid of that router, honestly.
I make good
It caused
use
some
of it.
problems. I bought it, like, really recommended it. It was brand new, so.
Yeah, that's kind of.
This is the first time
I
that's
try to
happened in a
spend
while.
a lot of
Yeah.
money on a router,
But
but
it-
like this way, this one won't
We're not
die.
using the hard line, though. Yeah, I don't
Are
know.
we
what-
not?
I had it for.
Are we not? It's not on the hard line,
Like
right?
not in 2 years.
I don't think
Yeah, I got
so.
when I got mine. I got
Connecting
like one of the
chat.
nicer ones, and like a year later, it started.
Papers.
Mine,
Peoples.
I got my router.
Dr.
on
Peoples.
frontline. Anything on Valve.
Dr. Peeper this
Every
time.
2 hours, almost exactly on the dot, it disconnects me.
It's amazing to me that routers can't just like work consistently.
It's like printers.
You'd think we'd have figured it out by now.
Connected to the weave, no internet.
Also connected to the weave.
Nice.
Whoop! Now it just says connected. Maybe it figured it shit
You know, why
out.
is like Molag Ball standing over there?
Who?
What?
Oh, that's who you guys are gonna fight later today.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think we'll die.
Nah, it seems unlikely.
Somebody will.
Somebody, it's either gonna be you or him.
Probably.
We should be good.
Uh,
Try and you might have to just exit it for it to actually reconnect appropriately.
It sounds like for the rest of the night we should just be eating cake. You know?
Cake! With cake!
We are back with cake, specifically.
The
The
internet
technical
needs to go more
difficulty was cake.
There was cake clogging the
Wi-Fi.
internet cord. Yeah, there wasn't enough
The internet tubes.
room for the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
There was no choice but to eat it.
Right, we had to get rid of it
We
somehow.
needed to download the cake and then eat it.
Right.
We
Yep.
3D printed it first. wonderful.
So Volo had just finished telling you that there was a non-possessive, slightly agitated, definitely present ghost that lives in the Trollskull Manor Tavern after you all had accepted responsibility for the building. I hope that doesn't leave us on bad terms or anything. It's exciting, really.
Can we expect visits from you to investigate this ghost?
If I'm allowed, certainly I'll take you there right now.
We'll handle the ghost.
Yeah, you know, I just remembered we have a thing to do back at our new house.
Interesting.
It's not ready for visitors right now.
Stop, Volo. You're welcome to come by anytime. Hang out with
Absolutely
the
not.
ghost.
Whatever he
That's
says,
fine.
that's not true.
I like that. Yeah, you should try to be more like your father.
I don't know about that.
Kane just like glares with that one.
I'm still smiling.
Touched on a
but
subject I see. Allow me to take you to your new.
how about? Nope.
Nope. Rainier, will you show them where it is then?
That sounds so much better. Oh, that's a relief.
Troll
Right
face
now,
out.
please.
Here we come.
Surely. Yes, I.
Pretty sure I still have like a mild skull fracture at this point because you hit me in the head with your.
We got him and went to
With
the bar.
that-
yeah.
And
and
literal-
Code you?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Let me go in the sewers.
If you'll follow me, I'll
it
take you right over there. Shouldn't be more than
Morning. Yeah, actually met in the
30
morning.
minutes.
Sure, this is
We'll be
the
right
same-
there.
Bye, Volo. See you
I have the same
never.
spells, okay.
See you later, Volo.
Yes, I'll be there tomorrow.
Without,
Don't worry about him. I'll keep him distracted as well as I can.
You're truly doing
maybe
a
we can
service
pay
for
the
the
ghost
city.
to keep him away.
Of course. Right this way. I'll get you right over there.
I don't.
We need to get this ghost making us drinks.
Honestly, have a feeling that our new establishment came with about the best kind of security we could have asked for.
You follow the
being
street
worth much.
of Skills north, away from the palace.
We're here, over here. Or we're,
You are, literally right where your finger is.
And where's the?
It is
Way north.
this way.
Northward, right?
Yeah, you follow the Street of Skills north, which is kind of the largest road that extends past the castle.
Can I swing by and get my cart?
Of course, yeah. No problem. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what?
I heard so much about this
There's one thing I'm proud of. Okay, I got it. Just let me have this.
Where's your house?
I don't have a house per se. It's more like I just float around a bit.
Okay.
Homeless?
Lead the way, please.
no,
I
no.
believe we can
That's
stop
rude.
and get your cart, and I'll take you over to the alley.
Sounds great.
Okay.
I mean,
Where's your?
I'm also homeless.
Yeah, it's in the trade ward. It's
Not
tucked in an
anymore.
alley, a bunch of other shit to hide it.
Okay.
Make it look like it's broken, but it's not.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna go get it.
As Rainier kind of follows you into the trades ward, he's like, okay, let's go the other way. Never mind. You have the cart?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay.
If we went there.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wasn't sure if you turn around, and go the other way once I had the cart.
Yeah, once you had the cart.
Okay,
Sorry, yeah, once
yes.
you got the cart.
Let's go.
Cart. All right.
I get in the car.
No.
I was just about to.
Leaving the trade ward, you follow the high road all the way up to the main market. As you pass from the castle ward into the north ward by the way of Trader's Way, you see the banners hanging from street lamps and buildings changed from blue and purple to green and orange, and the gold griffin that was flying on the blue and purple flags is replaced with a gentle white dove that flies peacefully on the breezes that carry these flags high in the sky. Rainier leads you left on the high road, past several intersections until you're firmly entrenched in the north ward of the city. You eventually take a right off of the high road onto Delzorin Street, a quick left onto Windborne Way, another right onto Serdun Street, and a final right brings you to Troll Skull Alley. A small, slightly closed off collection of buildings, some in better repair than others, but certainly all of them in better repair than one. Several shops have signs that hang from door frames and above others, and there's even, you can see tons of plants sprouting from a greenhouse on the third floor of one of them on your new street. But the building that draws your eye the most quickly, Rainier gestures, "Welcome to the tavern." This once illustrious tavern sticks out like a sore thumb among the well-maintained buildings surrounding it. 4 stories tall and boasting balconies, a turret, and 5 chimneys. The abandoned building was once one of the grandest in Troll Skull Alley. The double doors on the eastern terrace of the building are heavily chained, and a resting paddock dangles from the iron handles. An old sign is mounted above the doorway, although one of the chains has come loose and it now hangs precariously. The words Troll Skull Manor are etched now faintly into the wood. On the north side of the building, there's a narrow set of stairs leading to the second floor doorway, which is also chained and locked. And as you guys open up the tube that contains the deed, a set of keys fall out into your hand.
Hear me out. Castle Nova.
It's not a castle.
Doesn't matter.
I like it. I don't hate it, but it also feels somewhat selfish, given the 5 names on
Actually,
this deed. Hey, what's your last name?
Actually, that's fine with me. That's fine.
What's your last name? What are your last names? What do you say? What's on the deed?
It's just Quill. Quill.
What about you, Aelin?
Rosales.
Rosales?
Nah, Quill.
Castle Nova.
I know you can do the
Rapalis.
magic to clean us up. Any of that work on a place this big?
No.
Make an
Is the
arcana.
sign?
I got some of the dust off the front step.
That's a start.
As you walk towards the front step to get the dust off of it, you just hear a bang. Huge, like loud, like a table falling off the ceiling onto a floor below. And some not quite so subtle feet moving around.
Something's in there. I think it's the
A ghost?
friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
The goat. Yeah.
Great. Let's go meet him.
I'm
Roommate.
not knocking this time.
I'll go up and it's chained, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a lock kind of securing it.
Who has the keys? Thanks. Unlock. Take the chains off. And then, as they're off, I'll give kind of a knock and then open.
The knock it's this hollow sound that kind of echoes back, rattling probably lots of dust and cobwebs. But as you open the door, you do see a table kind of in the middle that looks like it has freshly kicked up dust and is splintered quite a bit. Yeah, it's kind of on its side, so you can't see behind it. But you also see the first thing that hits you is the scent of pungent mildew and sour beer. This large tap room, it's furnished with several broken tables and chairs, and there's an L-shaped bar. An old dusty hearth inhabits the north side of the room, and black ashes spilled out from the hearth, and a small black vermin footprints are scattered around the floor. Shattered glass and broken shelves surround the bar, and behind it is a padlocked hatch that looks like it might lead to a basement. 2 large metal hooks adorn the wall behind the bar, but whatever was hung once is no longer there.
All right. I'll
Sweet home.
take a step in and
so.
call out. Anyone here? Any body or nobody here?
Make a persuasion
I
check.
don't like to be called that. Only they can say that.
19.
19. Okay. So as you kind of shout into the darkness, you hear it echo up the stairs and kind of die out. And after a minute or so of silence, a very slim and very young-looking, bright red-colored tiefling boy steps out from behind the broken table. He's got an eye patch. There's a small bow with wooden arrows that are kind of slung on his back. Hi.
Oh wait, this isn't a ghost, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
You look strangely corporeal.
What?
That's a
He knows as well.
This is definitely a child, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a kid.
What's your name, son?
Squidly.
Squidly?
You need a better nickname.
That's an adorable name.
Let's
What
call
are
him
you
Squid.
doing here?
My friend, we were playing here. We pushed the table. Well, something pushed it. And he motions, and another, a small boy about the same age, he's got a cloak and a small toy wand, and there's this stuffed owl bear that's kind of just on his shoulder. And then there's another dark-skinned girl who looks a little bit older, but she comes out and she doesn't really say anything, and you see her just kind of motion with some hand signals to the one who's talking to you. So I know. These are, I don't know what they're doing here. Sir, what?
We own this place now.
Looks like we're your landlords.
What?
What are your names?
I'm Squidly. The kid. I'm Jenks. And Squidly says, and this is Nat. She can't talk. She has a small wooden toy sword, and you can see that even though she can't really speak, she does seem to step forward and kind of takes a position of leadership amongst the group.
Okay. Squidly is the tiefling, the other 2 humans.
Jenks is the one who can talk and has the stuffed owlbear, and Nat is the girl.
I can't talk.
Do you all play here, or do you stay here all the time?
We usually just play here. Sometimes the stuff we throw up in the air floats. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, most people just kick us out, and we don't really have any, like, we got each other. Is that okay?
Well, this place looks a little sad, and we might need some help getting it looking better.
Yeah. Are you guys adventurers?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Something of the sort.
He just holds out the bow. Can you sign this?
Here, brother. Who wants your autograph?
Amazing.
It here already.
Amazing. Oh wait, I do have in my pack something to sign it with. So I'll pull out,
We're not supposed to do it, but
sign it.
Slack.
No, what channel?
The private one.
It's here. Okay, so
I signed it Casanova in like just beautiful like script. You could tell with like a hint of like
You see
elvish like
oh my gosh.
what's the word?
Flare.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh.
And I hand it back to him and a wink. We've been on the streets our whole life too, so we know
Really?
exactly what it's like.
Best
Absolutely.
education you can get.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but so you kids play here often?
And he looks back to Nat at this point, who gives him some more hand signals. Yeah. We broke a window on the other. Sorry, it was broken when we got here, but we hang out here every so often when we can. It's a good place to play swords, and like we find tables to hide behind and stuff, and we pretend to kill Jenks a lot, but he's okay with it. He would.
As long as you're just pretending.
How old do they look? Are these like
Make a
kids
perception
or
check.
like almost teen? Ooh, natural 20.
Jenks and Squiddly are
It's your
both.
birthday.
Jenks and Squiddly are both 9 years old,
Okay.
and the girl is 10.
Okay.
Um,
And then one tiefling, 2 humans.
Correct.
do I believe him, or do I think that Nat possibly just told him to lie?
Make an insight check.
2.
2. You do not recognize the sign language that they're using.
So it's not thieves' can't.
It is not thieves' can. It seemed earnest enough, though. I mean, kids.
My inclination is to believe them anyway. So that's
Sure.
okay. So do you
Don't cast
live around
Charm
here,
person
or
anyways.
I'm gonna like elbow one of you and be like, "Are there services for children like this? Or do they just exist on the street?"
Do I know if there's any like orphanages in?
to what
Waterdeep?
degree of growing up on the street did we do?
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
know that
You have
there are services, most of them in temples. Like, temples usually won't turn anyone away,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of great programs, and it's not uncommon to see kids begging in the street, especially in like the trades ward or the C ward, where they know people will feel bad for them. But having orphaned kids, kind of urchins, running around is not unheard of in Waterdeep.
Gotcha.
So hear me out.
They're
3 of
pretty
us
spiky.
learn polymorph and take these kids with us.
And
Turn them
then
into
we-
giant apes.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
It was a strategy we discussed.
Look, we figured out that it's the best way to play this game.
Where do you sleep at night?
The street a lot. We sleep here sometimes, but the ghost thing, he's not mean, but he likes his space here. So we don't usually stay here. Sometimes we do, but we just kind of sleep outside.
What can you tell me about the ghost?
So
Do you know its name?
I heard it's the ghost of the troll that this place is named after. Come here. And he just ushers you, and he just sprints up the stairs.
I'll follow him.
He leads
Like
you
the, like 2 stairs at a time when this little kid's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
He runs up, passes several rooms, and eventually, which one is it? I believe it is the. So he sprints into what was pretty obviously the master bedroom, or used to be, and he dives onto the bed, and you see dust like fly into the room. But he digs under the covers, and he pulls out this skull. It's about this big.
Cool.
So this is what they named it after. This is the troll that died. And we think it's his skull. We keep him under the covers so he can't see us. But we're pretty sure this is what haunts the place.
We should keep them.
Huh.
They're adorable.
Have you ever seen them?
Have we seen the ghost? No. I mean, he writes stuff on the walls sometimes. It's just like closing time. And he knocks chairs and tables over. Like he just dropped a table from the ceiling a little while ago.
You heard that?
Yeah, it was loud. He hasn't heard us.
Is there anything like floating up there currently?
Make a perception check.
Oh dear.
It's not bad.
14, 15.
15. So there's not anything floating, but as you like take a better look at the walls, it's clear nobody's dusted in here for decades probably. And you can see like scrawled in different fonts. Closing time, no one's allowed here, right to refuse service, like a lot of specifically bar-themed messages to tell people to get out. Just in different levels of dust and decay.
The bread in my jar.
Right.
Sing me a song, you're the piano man.
As you look at it, he's like,
Shots.
okay, and he throws it back under the bed covers. Okay, if it's there, I think it'll be okay.
All right.
If that's how it works.
Would I know anything about ghosts or how to speak with them or making them happy in their home? I don't know.
I don't think so specifically.
Something clericy
to,
that
housekeeping.
gives you
Make a religion check.
ghost knowledge.
Go.
Are we gonna
Just to find this
reopen the bottom
10.
room as
10?
a bar
Big 10.
at some
10?
point?
Yeah.
You
And
know
we
that
employ the
ghosts
ghost
are
to be the novelty of it.
invisible
That scared me.
typically.
Okay. Are they like evil or not evil, or are they just restless?
They can be.
Are there stairs to the upstairs inside?
There is not.
Okay. I was
Sorry,
like,
he
so we
sprints
ran
around the
around.
outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
I was like, wait a minute, I think I remember thinking that was a little weird.
It is a
but
little weird.
How did we do it?
Yeah. So ghosts are typically attached to whatever they were doing in life. If they made deals that left them unsatisfied, they can be around to haunt, but they're attached to what they left behind a lot of the time.
Okay. Do you get rid of them?
There's so many privies.
You can certainly, they can be killed.
I should.
They can be killed.
They can be killed.
Okay.
There's only
They can be communicated with sometimes.
Ooh, I've got. Hold on.
The rest of you guys that are kind of downstairs,
Ceremony.
you see the two other kids just communicating in this kind of weird sign language that's fast. And
Do I know what they're saying?
you do not.
Darn it.
The other kid that's down there though is kind of cowering a little bit behind the deaf girl. Just looking at the rest of you guys.
That's Jinx, right?
Yeah.
Owlbear kid. He also darker complected.
No, he's very pale skinned, but he's kind of fat.
Okay. Chunky
impressive.
owlbear kid.
Fat urchin.
Living on the
is
street?
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good
That's
at
an
it.
ingenuitive
This
kid.
dude knows what he's doing.
This guy's clearly the thinker. The dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't seem like we really mind that you kids are playing here. If you want to help us while we clean up the place, you're more than welcome to.
He kind of just looks at the girl. She gives him a little nod.
You guys eating today?
No.
Yeah, we should get you some food then.
Okay. Yeah.
What's nearby?
For food, we get a lot of people coming out of the Misty Beard. A little bit wealthier there.
Where is that? I'm sorry, I don't really. Is this like a block away? Is this like
It's a couple streets over.
Okay, is it like a tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, people usually give us food coming out of there. It's not a bad spot. It's a place to get food.
All right.
Here, I'm gonna. How much is lunch?
Is lunch?
Is this lunchtime?
You could buy a banquet is 10 gold for one person. So for like
For a sandwich.
Yeah.
So
You could probably feed yourself and these kids for like a
a
gold.
gold, yeah,
Okay.
like a silver
Yeah.
would buy you
yeah.
a
Cool.
very
I
good
think it's
sandwich.
like I think it's like a copper is like about $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Order from the copper menu.
So yeah, I'm gonna hand the kid a gold and just be like, go get lunch for all of us and just bring it back here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He pulls. He grabs Nat's hand and they kind of go.
But I'm not going to let all of them go.
Just those two.
Well, the other one's upstairs with us.
Somebody should go with them so that they know that
They didn't steal
they
it.
didn't take it.
I'll go with them. You guys see if you can get the ghost talking.
Okay.
And I'll get food with the kids.
You make it over to the Misty Beard, which is definitely more of a tavern, or more of a bar than a tavern, but they've got food, and as you bring the gold in, they'll make you 8 sandwiches.
Great.
No mayonnaise.
Send it back.
But while you're on a little walk,
no.
just a couple minutes, you come back downstairs with Squidly, and as you guys kind of rest down in the tavern, you guys hear stairs creaking, strange sounds that kind of echo throughout the building, and eventually you notice one of the bar stools that's standing up kind of just fall over.
Nice.
What's the... Did Villa mention the ghost's name?
His name's Leaf.
Leaf.
Oh, I totally missed that. I was like
Leaf.
asking the kid too because I'm like I don't remember what his name was.
Hey, Leaf, you got any of the other spirits, the drinkable spirits around?
Make a persuasion check.
Leaf like a
While
leaf.
he's saying
L-
Can't do it. Can't do it twice in a row,
while he's saying
can
that,
I?
can I use Mage Hand to
11.
11?
life?
What'd you say?
So why is can I just use Mage Hand to pop the stool back up?
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay.
As he pops the stool back up, falls back down.
This could be fun.
As you ask the question, like as the chair falls, you see a glass start to hover in the air. You just make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as you're preparing.
30 save. 17.
17. Plenty to be able to kind of catch the glass in the air.
I'm just gonna hold it out then.
I pick the stool back up again.
Fight me, ghost.
It's definitely an invisible force over kind of behind the bar at this point. Rainier kind of chimes in. It's like,
Oh, he's still here. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize he was still
Oh,
there. too.
sorry.
That's okay.
yeah, so that's a new ghost friend. As you can tell, this place is in a bit of ill repair.
Yeah, it looks like.
I don't know what your means are, but I can take a guess. This is going to cost you a bit north of 1,000 gold to cover. Now, you saved my life, so I am more than happy to cover whatever's over 1,000. But my family being in ill repute at the moment, my stores are not limitless, so you may have to find another lender. If you're interested, I've got a few I could recommend, and one I don't want to, but she'll definitely give you money.
Who is she?
Istrid Horn, who you two have for sure heard of.
Okay.
She operates Boa Loans. Small shop, but no one comes out of there empty-handed. I've heard you shouldn't miss a second late payment. Haven't heard from anybody who has. So, always good on their investments there. But more seriously, there are Mert, who works out of Mert's Miraculous Money. It operates out of the Dock Ward. Old friend of Durnan's, used to adventure, lived well longer than he deserves to. But he's always interested in new ventures. And some of the more noble families have taken an interest in starting up more business ventures for folks such as yourself. The Castellanters come to mind right at the top. They a bit of an up-and-comer, honestly. We're in a situation not too unlike yours just a couple decades ago and rose to nobility. I believe their villa is actually fairly close to where you are now. But I'd check with one of them, maybe all three, if you're interested in fixing the place up. I'm sure they could get you the money, and one of their ideas might spark an agreement. That said, though, I'd encourage you to get to know the neighbors. maybe find another place to sleep, or don't, as I don't typically sleep where ghosts are, but I know Volo spent a few nights here, and he's come out fine. Well, as fine as you can. But I'm gonna head off for now. If you need me, you can find me at my family's estate. We're in the Sea Ward. All of you will always be welcome.
Thank you so much, Raina. And thank you so much for getting rid of Volo. I appreciate it.
It cannot be overstated.
I gotta say, he did try to get people to... Well, not me directly. Yeah, of course. I can't promise he won't be back. I can almost guarantee you he will.
He does know where we live.
But I will say, if you do get this place up and running
Thanks
as a
for
tavern again, I can guarantee at least one customer.
He gave us the
Looking for safer places to drink.
That'll be here.
Of course. Well,
At Castle Nova.
enjoy your time.
working title.
Good luck. If you secure the other funds, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you with the other end.
Thank you, Rainer.
Of course. Turns around, leaves, passes you on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Friends are waiting.
Of course.
Did you get him a sandwich?
You'll notice as your time out, Jenks is attached near like the hip to Nat, kind of hiding behind. He holds the owl bear like really close to his chest.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "This is my familiar."
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, he's great.
What do you call him?
My familiar. Do they have names?
Oh, of course. They get them from the Feywild.
I'm gonna call him Bear Owl.
Beautiful.
Bear owl? Yeah, bear.
Really nice.
My child.
Reminds me of a pickaxe
Oh, yeah?
axe.
Haven't you heard? Most adventurers are nice.
I hadn't heard that. No.
Oh yeah, only the ones that are very good at it.
You guys must be really good.
You're so good at it.
Okay.
Are you guys siblings?
No.
No?
We just found all our parents died. It's fine.
Our parents are all dead. It's fine.
We all got magic power
Don't
from it. It's
worry
fine.
about
Yeah.
Good origin story. Jenks, do you have anything that you do really well?
I'm really good at getting people to give me food.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
so I
just
have
kinda
food right
passes
here.
on.
How would you get me to give it to you? Ooh, that's good. That's good. I'll let him carry a sandwich.
One sandwich, ma'am, please.
Oh my gosh, take it away. Take the sandwich away.
Take the sandwich, smack her with it, throw it in the dirt.
Never do that again.
And then I'll look at Nat and I'll be like, and you, would you be the brains of the operation? Yes. Very nice, very nice. How did you teach these guys how to talk to you?
Well, she made up this.
I'd like to learn that sometime.
Really?
Absolutely.
She can teach you for sure, right, Nat? You just kind of.
Fantastic.
Okay.
We're getting
You guys
there.
make it back at the end of that conversation. You see. You,
The bear owl. Eat them all.
you see their father holding a glass in the air, outstretched, waiting for something to be poured in. And Quill continually resetting a chair that falls over for some reason. But
I'm not looking for nails.
So you dealt with the ghost? It went well?
Oh, he's still around somewhere.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's getting me a drink. Got me the glass.
I don't think you're getting a drink.
Did we
So,
see what's in the
leaf.
trapdoor?
No,
You're
not
probably
yet.
right.
Well, you can check by the bar.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
there's some old spirits.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's where the ghost is.
Leaf,
You want
Yeah,
to
that's
His body.
That's
can you
Yeah,
communicate with
trapdoor.
us at all without throwing something at me?
Is there any light? Is there a
He
light
throws
source in
you
here?
at something.
there are windows that are like boarded over and dusty, so it's dim
Are
light.
there candles or lights or anything?
None that are still usable.
I'm gonna look behind the bar and see if there's anything salvageable.
There's nothing salvageable back here. All the bottles are shattered. In fact, most of them, as you kind of look, are on the opposite end of the room, as if something behind the bar was throwing them across the tavern.
Sure.
Crazy.
Listen, I want to employ these ghost people.
How cool would it be?
Make a
in-
persuasion check to
to
try
have
to get
a
them to communicate.
ghost barkeep.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, hells yeah.
I feel like that's-
23 persuasion.
23?
Yeah.
Okay. On the dust kind of on top of the bar as you walk over towards the stool that Quill is now attempting to affix to the floor, you see within the dust, you see very slowly, yes, being drawn, like a finger's kind of dragging it across.
So, Leaf, we have found ourselves as the new owners of this establishment, and we would love to employ you as our barkeeper. I know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking? I'll stop.
I know that. I know that might be a little unorthodox, given that you're dead. But we don't discriminate, and also we think you would be an absolutely fantastic bartender. At least 20 years of undead experience under your belt already. That sounds amazing.
Over 200, really.
Wow.
He's like, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Hell yeah.
How do we pay a ghost?
Souls.
19.
The last patron of the night, he gets to just
Um,
possess it for the round.
So the message that's
It'll be
written
times
out
a
kind of
day.
in large elven script this time
Okay.
is, okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, that's fair. You gotta stop throwing shit, though, because we can't repair the place if you keep throwing stuff. Which means we can't get guests. So, you're gonna have to work with us here, alright?
You don't get a response from that one. But
Hey, didn't throw anything as a response, so I'll take it.
Also, we'll have to evaluate your drink making skills.
And my head pops over the bar. And this stool keeps falling over.
And in Elvish, I'll be like, please stop knocking down the stool. I don't want to hear him hammer every single piece of furniture into the floor.
Is there like a nail in my mouth? I'm just like,
you see him start to knock over one of the other stools, and then it rights itself.
Open up, go behind the bar, open up the crime trap door.
The crime trap door.
Uh,
Beneath the crime trap
No,
door is the crime
ladies
basement.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
No, did you say this was locked?
It
There are
was, but you
keys.
guys have the
Okay.
keys. The tap room's it opens up to reveal a stairway that descends into a dark, damp ale cellar. Smell of acrid ale and mold is almost overwhelming. Dozens of broken casks and barrels line the walls, and thick cobwebs hang from the rafters. A table of brewing supplies sits around in the bend in the southeast corner. The brewing supplies are dusty but usable, and an unfinished doorway leads west into the wine cellar.
What's in the wine cellar?
yeah.
Pungent and sour smells fill this stuffy room. Oil lamps hang down the center of the domed ceiling, and large wine barrels line the south and north sides, many broken and leaking. A puddle of sludgy dark wine has formed in the center of the room.
How long since anyone's owned and operated this?
That's a good question. You guys can ask around.
I'd like to ask
Do
the leaf.
The leaf.
also, is there any information on the deed?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, okay. So the deed states that it passed originally from Ulcoria's Stone Marrow to, it just says group of shield dwarves. Next line is group of shield dwarves to Arissa Mirthkettle.
Are there dates?
There are probably dates.
There are arbitrarily important dates.
I think we just heard the last one.
Just give us the first one.
The very, very first one would have been 70 years ago. So 1422.
Oh.
Columbus.
There you go.
That's in 70 years.
After Mirthkettle, there's a longer gap before Leaf took over.
It all makes sense.
40 years ago, the Morleys bought the property. Then it changed hands a couple times in 3 or 4 years. The Curlbottoms bought the property in 1476. And then it was bid on by Volo most recently about a year ago. And now it's given to you guys.
So I asked that because I want to know if anything was salvageable at all. This is all just trash.
It's you don't even have to check anything. The smell
Yeah.
alone, it's none of this is usable.
Okay.
Finally aged.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you guys are downstairs, you hear a small. Hello. Anybody home?
Do we recognize this voice?
You do not.
I was gonna say, please tell me it's not Volo already.
Who's
I
the
couldn't wait until tomorrow.
If we just close the trap door. Go inside.
who's the face of this business?
I
I
look
trudge
to,
back upstairs.
You charge back up.
Yeah.
I run behind him.
A very.
Anybody know this guy? Just like look around.
You guys do not recognize the man. Very portly, wearing like the trappings of nobility, but a little bit too new to actually be noble. As you guys have definitely seen people like this before. They want to look very wealthy.
Nouveau riche.
Exactly. But he has. It looks like he smelled something sour the entire time he's walked in. Kind of disgusted by the place, is looking for a spot to sit down. Is trying to pull out the chair that's been nailed.
Oh, we
to the
let him
ground.
in?
He walked in the.
I thought we were speaking with him like in the threshold.
He kind of like knocked and
walked
walked in.
Throw the dagger
Okay,
in.
own the place. But that's us now.
Hello.
Presumably, probably with some amount of like dried blood, kind of like on my head, because that
Certainly.
was still today.
Spider-Man.
Hi there,
Emic.
Kane.
Pleasure.
Casanova. You may have heard of. Well, my brother and I run a business in town, Casanova Couriers.
Interesting.
Out of the trades ward. I don't know.
That explains it. Yes, don't make my way down there too often. Emic Froon.
You spend most of your time in the Cloud District, huh?
Anyway,
The clown district.
I'm a proprietor around the area. I run Froon's Brews, a couple streets over. I've been looking at expanding recently. Was thinking, this place is an awful lot of trouble for a group such as yourself. Could take it off your hands.
To be honest, we literally just got this today. The answer's no.
Oh, but would you be willing to supply, drink?
Supply my competitors? Surely not.
No, like to be in league together in some way, shape, or form.
This establishment was purchased somewhat recently. Why
I
didn't
am
you just
aware.
buy it then?
No,
You got outbid by Volo! Actually, I'm actually. Hold on, let me read. Wait a minute, you were outbid by Volo!
He was riding off too much success from that book,
Now,
full of lies.
hold on here. Now, everyone's getting a little upset about
Not me, this is hilarious!
Look, maybe, like my boy here said, we just came into this property today. Why don't we, rather than discussing this here, how about we come by your place tonight? We can sit
I'll
down.
give you
have
100
tea,
gold
drinks.
right now.
Make it 5,000.
That's no, certainly not. I'm gonna have to put 10 times that into this building. It's certainly more than you all have made in a year.
I look around.
Well, he's got us there.
Wait, is it?
No, that's super not more than what we make in a year. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Nor do we look like that's the case.
Yeah.
Sorry, Froon's Brews, presumably
Emic Froon.
Emic Froon.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Froon, my associates and I have just recently acquired this establishment. Let us get our bearings on the property, on the area. Come back in a 10-day. We'll have a real
Certainly
conversation.
look forward to competing with you.
I mean,
He walks out the door.
Bye.
good luck! By the look of you, you'll need it!
I like your shoulder pads.
Does he close the door?
He
I
tries
close
to.
it after him.
Yeah.
And like, as I hear the footsteps above me, since I'm still in the basement, just like walking across, like I close the door. Is that prick gone yet?
Man, we have to get a better name. He's got a name of a place called Looney Brews or something. Loon?
Prunes
No,
Brews.
I don't think that I'm ever going to call him his name correctly.
That's his job.
I was like,
I guess it could run in the family.
It's hereditary. Yep.
This is a deliberate insult, though. I'm not forgetting.
Allegedly.
It's in my notes.
Well,
So that guy was a prick. You said it well, Quill.
What's
Thanks.
a prick?
That guy.
Mm,
a rude person.
yes. We'll go with rude.
So I can call rude people pricks.
I would not recommend it, my friend.
Only
Not to their faces.
Only
They get
only
real
with
mad
your
if you do that.
only with your signing, and I'll basically just do a few thieves can't like hand signals.
Whoa.
Only with your signing, not out loud.
We gotta learn that one.
This is an obscene gesture.
Literally teaching them the middle finger in thieves can.
You like do a lot of thieves can't ending with just flipping him off.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, if you guys are hanging out here, there's a couple other shops. The people around here are actually pretty nice to us. But yeah, you guys gonna like fix it?
Well, given my deal with Leaf, yes. Does that answer your question?
If only we knew a carpenter.
Yes.
I have heard of one exceptional one, but he only works at a Yartar, and
I hear he got possessed by a demon.
And he makes boats.
I hear he's
I
dead.
hear he's an Illidan now.
Oh.
Pretty sure he's
Oh my
dead.
gosh, we just saw him! I met that guy.
Other campaign inside joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna get. in
That's
this
it.
thing.
No.
Behind the curtain, underground, it was actually just a boat workshop.
Boats.
Where they made miniature boats out of assembled boats.
Larger boats.
A much softer knock is the door this time.
Oh my.
How are we so popular?
Do this many people
They just
always
like
come
people
here?
are just sitting outside the windows of their house. What's that? Somebody going in yet? How about today? It's been vacant for
Alright.
like 20 years.
I asked the kids, do you guys get this many visitors when it's just you in here?
No, the people. I think this is Tally. We usually tell Tally when we come over here. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so he might be a little concerned. for
Tally?
us.
Tally?
Yeah, he runs the bookstore.
Oh.
What's his last name? Whacker.
I think it's like Fog Branch or something. I don't know. We just call him Tally.
Okay, what's it actually, so I can write the real name in it?
Talisolvanar
Oh.
Fell Branch. Talisol.
Going with
Fog
Tally.
branch.
Give me the
Tally.
Fell Branch.
Fellbranch.
Tally, for sure.
You'll see why they call him Tally.
I open the door.
Standing before you is a very diminutive bronze dragonborn male. Gold dragonborn. He's wearing some very
a lot.
thin glasses at the end of his snout. Hello. It's terribly sorry to bother you. I saw lots of people coming in, wanted to check on the youngins. Are you the new owners, or do we need to get the watch involved?
We are the
We're friends of
new
Leaf.
proprietors of this establishment.
Friends of Leaf.
Well, working on that part. Kane Casanova
Ah, yes.
of Casanova Couriers.
Tally.
Good job. Make sure you keep the plug going.
Tally, it's a pleasure. I run the bookstore just down the way. It's Bookworm's Treasure. A bit derivative, I know, but if any of you are in the market for items of a more magical variety, I can usually help with that, or components for those spells. Of course, if you're looking for spell components, you'll want to get to know Rashal as well. She runs the, sorry, you want to get to know Fala as well. She runs Coralon's Crown. Grows lots of plants over there.
How you spell that one?
Fala.
Have you been in business long?
Quite a while. I don't quite remember the year we opened, but it's a quiet alley. Enough to keep you in business, but not a whole lot to move you up. Been running this place for, I don't know, probably 30 years. This place has been abandoned since I was over here. Terrible stories. Yeah, we heard one of the people that used to run this turned it into an orphanage. She ended up being a hag and was eating the children.
Oh dear.
We thought the urchins were ghosts when they were first coming around, but figured they were nice enough and keeps them from messing with our customers if they hang out in here. So, apologies. We'll have to figure out what to do with them after.
Oh, that'll be quite helpful, I'm sure.
Oh, certainly. Well, I'll be in the neighborhood if you need me.
Where are you located exactly? Is it like real close or
Yeah, like
also in the alley?
it is in the alley. It is like 3 buildings over where you guys are.
Well, Tally, maybe not today, but I'm sure I'll be stopping in at some point in the future.
Well, enjoy yourselves. Hopefully you can do better with this place than the last lot has.
Hopefully.
Bar's not very high.
I mean, it's about normal
Normal bar.
bar height as far as
And
I
it's
can
really
tell.
good when gnomes or halflings come in.
It's true, we do not discriminate.
Taught you right.
That's why there's so many step stools. You gotta get up to the top of it.
That's why all the rungs on the side of it is perfect.
So,
Exactly.
Sorry, what was it?
no, you're good. If we're going to repair this place at all, we'll need considerable pile of gold. Do you want to talk to any of these individuals Rainier mentioned?
I know Istrid's a hard ass. She's the only name that I really recognized out of the few that he recommended.
So,
Do I know about her at all?
did we say you worked for the Zents at all? No. Then no. She runs the public side of the Zenarim money lending and sometimes laundering operation. Not afraid to give out money.
She cleans
Money lendering.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then Mert's miraculous money.
Yep. You guys have definitely seen Mert. Those of you who've lived in Waterdeep, you've seen him at the Yawning Portal. He and Durnan go way back, like centuries back.
Durnan's centuries old?
They're old.
I thought he was a human. What
He is.
Durnan?
Really? Oh shit! Kevin didn't know that either. So.
Okay.
But they adventured together, and you guys have, if you've hung around the Yawning Portal, you've seen them talk. They're not always like the greatest. The closest of friends definitely have a healthy rivalry at this point, but he seems good-spirited most of the time. And as far as the nobility goes, a lot of the time what'll happen, and what you guys had probably dealt with, at least in terms of getting started with a business, a lot of the times nobility will be patrons for a business venture, where they will give money with strings attached, but not ownership or interest, more of favors.
Kind of sounds the least comfortable.
Yeah, so basically, one is Mert, who we don't know if there's any real strings attached, One is Istrid, who, if we don't pay back, we die. And the other is the nobility that has a very gray area of strings attached. But at least not death, probably.
Admittedly, the one upside of Istrid is we know exactly what we're getting into.
Yeah.
And if she gave us decent enough terms, we could make back that money in time.
How much time do we have?
Why not start by talking to the more legitimate fella before we go to the person?
Istrid's legit.
Before we turn to the person who will get our legs broken.
You have my options with the other guy. At least see what he is offering this sort of collateral. What kind of work he wants done? We can always go to somebody else, but
That's fair.
To Mert?
I'm fine with going to Mert.
To Mert.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%.
I've been chilling at 4 HP for like 6 hours.
Well, so you
I
guys,
need a nap.
you guys spend the rest of the day kind of going through the different rooms, taking stock of what is in this house. And gives you a very comfortable understanding of the layout of this building.
These weird shapes, is that like the pillar support of the building that goes like up through floors? Is that what that's
Yes.
supposed to
I think it's a chimney.
Right. It comes out from the... So if you look at the very
Oh, is
base
it a
floor,
chimney?
Fireplace.
yeah, there's a hearth at the very bottom, and the chimney goes up at least one floor. The thing that's kind of in the north, kind of in the middle there.
be? Yeah.
But yeah, this place is gonna need some...
Oh, and so that's the... I was wondering why there's another weird one in the kitchen, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it goes
That's
down.
definitely it.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
But there are plenty of rooms where you guys can sleep. The 3 kids will help you tidy up, at least getting like all the chairs and tables and things into one corner and sweeping up any glass or things that are on the floor. You can make beds work. They're definitely, they feel a little creepy to sleep on, but
We'll make it nice enough for the kids at least.
yeah. They usually take up, they go all the way to the top, up in like the keep, essentially at the very top of the tower.
The normal...
The normal attic.
The turret peak of crime.
Exactly.
If you will.
That's where they usually
Yes,
like to
quite.
sleep.
Precisely.
They're tiny criminals.
There's some
Tiny criminals.
there's some sheets together up there, and as they kind of get ready for bed, they go upstairs and they come back down to see you guys as you're kind of together, and they bring this small little box. Looks like a metal chest of some kind. So we found this when we came in here the first time. We were gonna take it and run when you guys came in, but you're really nice. We think you guys could probably fix this place up a little bit better. So you can have it. And on the top it just says Leaf. And as you open the box, there's 250 gold.
Could they open it? Like, was it unlocked?
They could carry. I mean, they're struggling to carry it, but yeah, they could. They
They could have just opened it.
Oh.
And they found this when?
They could have bought the place.
Yeah. So they're just like we it was a lot of money. We didn't want to get in trouble for like taking it, because that like we could go to jail. But you guys own the place now, so it's your money.
Goddamn right it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Alright then.
Leaf, are you okay if we use this money to sort of fix this place up? Notice your name's on it.
Yeah, starter funds.
Finds another dusty section of the wall. He writes yes.
Alright.
Awesome.
Leaf, you look after these kids tonight, all right?
He just puts okay this time.
It's so great.
I'm gonna skedaddle then, unless we've got other stuff tonight. I think tomorrow's just a work day and
Yep.
going to talk to some people.
Okay. You guys get some dried areas set aside for the kids. Maybe help them bring up some sheets. They seem pretty happy. You guys lock up the place on your way out.
I'll stay here.
Just stay there.
Instead of walking back to the temple.
Sure. There's a number of rooms you can choose from to...
But the battle came on, and people can see this map.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
This was accidentally
Perfect.
pretty decent.
Yeah. Welcome to the crime house.
Oh yeah, it's the crime house.
Not indicative of what it's going to be used
Right.
for.
No.
Just
It's currently the crime orphanage.
That place should have an awesome name, like Castle Nova.
Well, actually, as we exit, assuming we're everyone's leaving, or I don't know what
Yeah,
everyone's
settle
plans
down.
for the
I'm
night.
staying here.
You're staying here?
Yeah.
All right. Are you
Yeah, I'm staying here.
okay?
I mean, if the two of you are staying here, I'll stay here too.
Fine, we'll call it Casablanca.
Well, no. I mean, I was kind of thinking we could call it Leafs.
That's a good idea.
That's really cute.
You're a really helpful ghost.
That's really cute.
That's a really good
I mean-
idea. Considering
We have the deed,
there's a
but
lot. There's also a lot of
we haven't lived here for.
There's also a lot of elfery going on in here, so kind of makes sense on theme. Can it be leaf like spelled, like Leaf?
I don't know. We can ask him.
How's his name spelled?
Lif.
Okay.
Lif.
This will be known as on the street monoliths.
Just like it's the month of cheese.
That's
No,
what- I don't hate Casanova. Casanova, also good.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, Casa.
Okay, no.
Nova.
That should be the
Great,
speakeasy
great.
that we have to like say the password to get in.
Expansion minded. I knew we should keep her around.
Right, exactly.
She's
We're
the
walking out.
best.
We're walking home having this conversation.
The night passes easily enough for you all. In the manor, it's uncomfortable, but three of you are used to sleeping in uncomfortable places from time to time, so nothing new. The kids don't keep you awake or anything, and Leaf seems to leave you alone. You two make it back home just fine.
I parked my carriage underneath the outdoor staircase.
Make a perception check on your way home.
Which one of us?
Both.
The party's but the party.
3.
3.
He did way better.
16.
16. So you find on your way home a lot like a canvassing of the neighborhood, advertising for the Sea Maidens Fair. It's some festival that's going to take place on the 21st of Chase,
Jeez.
which
21st.
21st
What's
Chase.
today?
Or sorry, starting the 10th of Chase.
What's the day today?
It is the 7th.
Hot tamales.
Tomorrow's the cheese festival.
It says, come see the... Oh, wait, that's where I had it written down. Uh-huh. Come see wonders beyond your wildest dreams, creatures from across Faerun, and foods as far as the eye can see.
Can you imagine the different
Cheese.
kinds of cheese?
On the Pier of Wonders.
So it's the letter C, Maiden's Fair, where the C stands for
Cheese. The cheese maidens
Cheese
fair.
Maiden's Fair.
Canon.
You see how stuff just gets away from you that's totally inaccurate?
Exactly. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Boats, man.
Boats.
Man out of bigger boats.
With more weather boats too.
Actually, before I settle in for the night, I want to go and take a look at Froon's Brews or whatever.
Looney
Sure.
Tunes.
Bruce
Brews.
Bruce.
Looney Tunes brews.
So I'd walk over there and just to begin scope it out from the outside. Is it like a public tavern?
Yeah, so it's like a 2-story building.
So our building is way bigger. Yeah.
It is. It looks like a tavern. As you get a sense for who's kind of going in and out. Most people are going out at this time of the morning, but
What time of day is it?
Wait, sorry. Did you say you're going that night?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. They said the next morning.
I was like, wait, how late did I?
You're good.
You just went there and you just got
Wasted. Whoa.
I have a problem. The DM
There's
has
some
decided
abandoned
I'm
children
wrong.
going
You
home.
used all 250 gold you found.
Give me the best stuff you got. Also, side note, divvying that up before we leave, just like 50 per stakeholder of our establishment
Sure.
for the time being,
Makes sense.
with the intention of yada yada, but you know, for safekeeping.
It's like it's a tap house. So there's lots of different ales from different places around the city and also outside the city. Not really a whole lot of food and a decent sized crowd, but You also notice it's the only tavern on the block. There
How
isn't anything else super
upscale
close.
is this crowd?
Not very.
Not very.
It's like the people that live in the trades ward and the southern ward come drink in the north ward.
Gotcha.
Sometimes people from the north ward will drink in the north ward, but a lot of time they go to the sea ward to try to hang out with people a little bit more rich than them. But at some of the nicer establishments in the north ward, they will come congregate if there's enough draw.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'll head back.
Okay.
Do I notice anything like suspicious?
Make a perception check.
That owl.
14.
14. Nothing specific. There's quite a few rats kind of around the outside of this establishment. It looks like they're going through old casks that have been tossed to the side. But outside of that, there isn't anybody like snapping their fingers in the corner or anything like that,
Yeah.
waiting for you to come around.
Cool. All right, I'll head back then.
Okay. Anybody else do anything tonight?
Can I spend an hour trying to learn the sign language with the children?
Sure. Go ahead and make a.
And is this like a
Like
Is there like 20 options? Like 20 options of things to say?
So
or-
it's like a phonetic thing. So they talk you
Okay.
through it. She made it up.
Yeah.
Like to communicate with them.
I
It's
do.
very sparse
Uh-huh.
in communication. It's not like full sentences. It's more just like there's some symbols for places and others that are just kind of sounds. But go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Because West Side Story.
19.
19.
Yeah, hit him with that brain.
Your experience learning other languages and just conversing with lots of different people in general leads you to pick this up pretty quickly. You're not quite proficient, but you can give simple directions like sweep there, stay home.
Sure.
Very simple commands.
And then how many more hours do I need to practice to be proficient?
shaking that sword.
About a week of sessions should get you to the
Okay,
point where you
it's
can
like
communicate.
7 hours.
Sure.
Okay.
10 hours, right?
Conveniently, if they're like, kind of living with us, probably have ample opportunity.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is like a language that only us and these children know. That's awesome.
It's a quill.
I think I'm just gonna go in the den. The crime den.
Yes,
Crime
the
den.
crime
den.
That's
On
correct.
the second
There's
floor.
a regular den somewhere else.
Is it the front, the balcony on the top there?
Yes,
Or-
this is the front.
Besides the front?
This, yeah.
Yeah, so
West is the front.
Alright, so I'm just gonna set up like I'd like to put some boxes or something comfy together so that I can just kind of like recline and like fall asleep for the night, but like have my eyes like looking out in the perimeter through the windows if they're not all boarded up.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
like take a few boards off so I can see.
Okay. You can definitely arrange a way to like keep an eye on the street below.
Yep, that's all I want.
Okay. Done.
I don't try to like stay up all night or anything.
Next
Yeah.
time we'll actually just like print one of these out too so we can have one. Yeah.
Awesome.
Wherever I set up, I'll set up by like kind of near one of the like either the only entrance or like a back entrance. Just try to kind of be on guard if anyone.
Sure. So there's only one entrance to the upstairs and one to the tavern. So
There's two to the tavern.
Yeah, there's a back door.
Actually, there's 3 to the tavern.
Yep.
But we're all upstairs, right?
Yeah, there's one door into the upstairs, and
Okay.
it just is
Are you sleeping in the tavern?
leads to the stairs that
Yep.
goes out. So you can stay kind of in the main hall where it used to like receive people, but yeah, you're able to sit kind of in front of there.
Sure.
Be aware of any danger. Okay. And you two are headed back to your home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I need Loretta to make me something for my head, or give me something she's already made for my head.
Okay.
Like a hat.
Sleep
Nice hat.
finds you all pretty easily. You all gain the benefits of a full long rest.
Loretta, you have no idea what the hell just happened today. I mean, I have no idea what this.
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
Yeah, if she's like awake and stuff, we'll like kind of
Sure.
fill her in at
Yeah.
the very least.
Well, that's kind of insane.
Business is booming!
For you,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, basically. We have a place.
She like shares the shop with
Yeah, she runs
Another
the
place?
break.
Well, certainly nothing to replace here. Don't you worry about that.
I hope not.
No need to worry.
We're
Alright.
not moving out anytime soon.
Listen, our dad's at that other place.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. You can stay there.
Well, hopefully not too long.
He still doesn't know where we live, so we're good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good
Oh, hey
idea.
guys, I followed you home.
I won't let you get me twice at the same time. He just runs the.
Oh, man. Well,
We love our dads.
Power word kill.
stay safe.
Aren't you a bard?
Regular
No.
word kill.
Not all tenants are quite as good as you guys. So.
Likewise. I mean, yeah. So we sort of run our shit out of here too. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like we all live in this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. This is like surrogate mom.
Beautiful.
That's what my mommy said.
Also, Loretta, if you've got anything for just a killer headache,
Yeah.
Pops hit me with the old maul today.
The old maul to the
You
head.
just
Literally.
reach in a pocket and pull out a lead flask. This got me through a lot of headaches. It's just this thick brown,
Nothing quite
semi-transparent.
Maple
Nothing
syrup.
quite like alcohol for somebody who probably has
It's
a
thick
concussion.
Like, this is D&D, all right? It's not magic, it's alcohol.
You're bleeding, you say. Well, let me give you this blood thinner.
The opposite of spare the dying.
Hope you wake up tomorrow, brother.
Unplot. Oh
Dead
man.
people can't feel pain.
Ghost boots.
Ghost.
All right. Yeah. Eventually, I'll also go to sleep
Okay.
and wake up level 3, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Assuming you
Just beat
guys...
a killer.
All
freaking
that
headache.
sweeping from experience, all that experience from sweeping, really pushed over the edge there.
There you go.
You now have proficiency in broom.
As an improvised weapon.
Against dust.
Advantage on the rolls. Even.
I'd like to use my sword as an improvised broom.
We should come back. There's a big old hole in the floor.
I swear,
There's no more dust, bro.
It was dusty.
Um,
Oh, that explains it.
you guys are easily able to find your way back, and in the morning as it's busier, you see a pretty healthy crowd forming and walking a similar direction as you guys are back to Troll Skull Alley as people go in and out of the shops. And you guys heard this start much earlier, maybe around 6 or 7 in the morning. People started opening up shops. You get the smell of both like a tannery and a smelter coming from pretty close down on your street. And whatever kind of herbal stuff is going on over at the greenhouse. There's a lot of smells going on here, but most
The
of them...
greenhouse is Coraline's crown.
We gotta make this place smell better.
So while I'm walking with my brother, I'm gonna be like, now that I'm thinking about it, if there's other benefits that we're not really tapping into if we just go to Mer, because if we go to the nobility, they have more connections potentially with people who can get us a wider variety of alcohol. And the Zents can certainly get us, if we want to get into the, a little bit of the iffy side of the product. We could, getting a loan from Istrid's not a bad idea
We
either.
can start being a spice distributor.
Spice? I
What do
know
you
you
do now?
I didn't know you spice, brother.
What kind of kids did I raise?
He cries out at the bar in the morning, having spent 50 gold on food.
Look, I do this every morning, okay?
What kind of kids did I raise? None.
You did it.
Thanks.
No.
Alright.
Yep. No pointer exception. I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, we might be able to access similar connections just going straight through the presumably existing Brewers Guild.
Vintners,
Oh.
Brewers, and Distillers Guild.
Yep, that one.
That's a
That's
good
awful.
idea. Also,
Booze guild.
They're all a mouthful.
I didn't even think about it because we can
Well,
also
it's
talk
ridiculous.
to
It's
Yeah.
just
So
it's just
drink
bureaucracy.
itself
It's just a
mouthful,
giant
too.
pile of bureaucracy.
Yeah, it is. This is
So of
great.
course it's a mouthful.
It's-
Yeah.
As you guys are getting up, the kids come downstairs and they're like, "We're gonna go try to take money. We're gonna get money from people. We'll be back later."
You don't.
Oh.
Do you rob people?
No, we ask them for their money.
Okay, because
It's called a con.
one of these guys can probably show you how to rob people. if
No.
you-
Jinx is very talented. Jinx is very talented.
That's not where I thought that was gonna go.
If you need some
What do I
thieving
do?
lessons-
I look at my brother and my eyes are just like. Just like
Just if you need it.
We'll be okay for today. Thanks.
Tomorrow.
It's better for you if they give it to you anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be back. If we're not back, don't worry about it. But we'll probably be back.
Sounds good.
Come back, definitely
Yes,
come
please
back.
come back.
Run
We've got work to do.
Bye.
Okay. And they
Look,
leave.
in my experience, kids do just fine if you just kind of let them go do their thing.
Oh, you have experience, huh?
So, are there any others?
Did you guys get breakfast?
Do
Seriously.
you really think there is possibly not others, brother?
Well, it's more of identifying them. You see, I have this grand plan in my head, or I have this conglomerate of Casanova brothers. It's like we have the greatest bond ever.
But there's
You
a.
sure did.
What if we have a sister though?
Ah, shoot. Well, we'll just pretend we didn't meet her.
You have inspiration, buddy.
When we were originally like, oh yeah, what are our relative ages? What should they be? Originally, I was like, yeah, I don't know, like 27, 23, something like that. And now I'm like much closer to like 35 and like 19.
Listen,
Diverging slowly.
Others.
Look, that
I am
happens in
a
real
very
life, too.
ambitious, driven, not college because I grew up on the streets.
But
Boy.
The college
Wait
of
till
hard
level
knocks.
3.
The school of hard
exactly, there you
knocks.
Hard knocks.
Ha.
Oh,
I was like, were you out? Were you somewhere that we should know?
Alright, what are we doing?
the morning is fairly warm. It's a little bit gray and a little bit overcast.
Nice spring
Day
morning.
brings. Nice spring morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
the
gotta
8th
be.
of chess.
It is chess.
This is-
Everybody knows. It's
You
chess.
eat one additional piece of cheese in total for every day. It's cumulative. So
Yeah.
today we eat 8 cheeses.
Cumulative, but yeah.
A chess event calendar.
but no, that's what you guys
Yes.
did today is certainly up to you guys.
Who is the key to the building? And was it a key to the door, or was it just a key to a
Well, I
lock?
definitely had it, but I'm sure I didn't.
They were
take
keys-
It home
I think
with
I-
me.
Yeah, there were a couple
Took it
padlocks
and then-
with chains that close the doors.
Right.
The,
Oh, right,
the
I handed it
doors
to you
themselves,
as a
the
cube.
locks aren't functional anymore.
Okay.
Therefore, I must still have
Hold
it.
the locksmith.
It's impossible
I'm
to
keeping
knock.
the deed. I'm taking the deed to our house to stash. It's
Sure.
a little more
That-
secure than.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sure.
No qualms with that.
No quills with that.
Do we want to go straight to Mert?
Mert.
Like Bert.
Vertigo?
Or should we meet our neighbors first?
Well, I mean, we could
We met a
also.
couple.
While I do think we should absolutely do a tour of the neighborhood,
Mhm.
perhaps it might be most efficient to go meet a few of these people to go our separate ways and see what each of them is offering.
Sure.
Okay.
Chips on tally.
Who's going to who?
Should one of us...
Oh, no, Tally's not. We're talking Mert, the Castellanters, or Istrid, the money-lending
Shop
people.
with people around us.
Who are the Castle Lanterns? I missed that.
They are a noble family of Waterdeep.
Newly noble.
Relatively newly noble, like 30 years ago, kind of came out of nowhere, sort of thing.
All right, so we want to send some people to each of these three.
I'll handle Istrid.
You're gonna go alone. You know, I
you-
like no.
Which one do you want to go to?
Well, I'm not sending him alone.
What? He. Oh,
doing?
yikes! This is a bit of a pickle, isn't it?
Is Jude much of a looker?
He's by himself.
woman.
Is Istrid attractive?
No.
No.
She is.
She's gorgeous.
Precisely your type.
She's gorgeous.
You probably don't want to send me
Horrible idea.
to you look,
Little baby Istrid.
look. You do not want to send me to go
Look who's
to
at
make a
work.
business deal with an attractive woman. I know my weaknesses.
As
So we just
we
take-
all do.
I should write this. The middle one.
Yeah.
The guy.
incredible.
So who?
Who's going where? You're going to Istrid?
They don't have to go together. It's just that he shouldn't go alone, which is why I'm going.
I should
Like,
probably
he's
not.
not going with us.
Yeah, that's what we decided.
As the group starts filling up, I'm like, wait, whoa.
Looks like it just.
Oh,
your dad to work day.
I put him in that like overly aggressive headlock, and I'm like, oh, this will be such a great time.
Give him a noogie while you're at it.
Yeah. Just like
one of
mess up his
the
hair.
few moments that the consistent smile on my face looks like I'm like graining my teeth
Twitching.
instead.
A little trickle of blood comes out of your eye.
Which place are you guys going to?
The least important.
Oh, wait a minute.
You guys got to pick.
Where are you guys
Mercer
going?
Castle.
You guys are going to the nobles.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Where
If
I'm not taking my dad to a noble family. We're going to Mert.
Well, we figured that one was a toss up anyway, so we were gonna send him and just let it burn. But
Yeah, no, I don't send him to the Castellanters.
Alright, we'll go to Castle Hunters.
We're going to Mert.
Okay.
All right.
We will start with Istrid. Strolling.
Sure. So
Yeah.
after I leave, I actually want to double back and stop in Tally's super quick.
Sure.
And
You sneaky bastard.
well,
Maybe I wanted to go to Tally's with you.
you had heard of
So did I.
Illithids, right? Like when we encountered that
Yeah.
thing. Okay. I want to know if this dude has any books on Illithids or any remotely related type creatures.
With legs.
Yeah, so like no, everyone's heard stories of like dragons and all this very outlandish shit, but I've never thought of a squid monster living in my basement kind of thing.
Sure.
So yeah, I want to, and we can get I can get the book later or whatever, but
Yeah, well-
sort of just put an order in, I guess.
Sure. So as you walk in and you have this conversation with Tally, he kind of tells you that he specializes more in magic and spell books, but that the halls at the temple to Ogma, Oghma, in the Sea Ward, would probably have something that you're looking for if you want to spend time researching there.
So the halls of the Temple of Ogma.
Yeah, the halls in the temple of
Oh,
Ogma.
in-
Yeah.
Okay. Much appreciated, Tally.
Of course.
How you spell Ogma?
Oghma.
Of course, the H. Who could have forgotten
Yeah,
it?
the constant H. As the sun continues to rise, it gets to be around 70 degrees, and a gentle breeze carries you all to where you're going.
Beautiful spring day.
breeze,
Ah,
it's a strong breeze.
Yeah.
Typical
we all walking
cheese.
Cheese is a
If
great
not,
month.
that's really impressive.
I think this is exactly on average for the 8th of cheese.
You make
Just like you'd expect
Unseasonably
from the
warm.
juice.
you make your way to the trades ward and find the small house that Istrid operates out of. A few thugs kind of outside, but they give you a relatively knowing nod, and you walk in. Istrid's sitting at a small desk in what looks like an enlarged. They knocked out all the walls on the first floor. There's a desk in the center, a couple cabinets. Kane. I didn't call for you, which makes me think you're here to ask for something.
Ask about is more accurate.
Sure.
Well, so my brother and I and a few of our fellow associates recently found ourselves come into possession of property up in Trollskull Alley. Trouble is, it's in a bit of a state of disrepair. So we're off talking to a few prospective lenders of high repute, such as yourself. I was wondering what the terms would look like on a loan of, say, about 1,000 gold.
You know, 1,000 gold's a little low for what I usually deal in, but how about this? I'll give you the 1,000. 20% interest. Due in a year. Payments every other 10 day. You miss one, we double the interest. You miss two, well, you know why I call this place? You know what? Let me use a visual example. And she walks over to this covered box, pulls this like wooden mesh off the top, and picks up an 8-foot long boa constrictor. I call this place boa loans because boas tend to squeeze until they get what they want.
That's pretty on the nose, but all right.
I can have it to you literally right now. She opens a drawer and just a sack of coins just.
Well, what's the grace period before this repayment starts?
I'm
just getting the money today. Repairs take time.
Oh, sure, we can work out a schedule. I mean, it won't be more than 100 gold pieces a month. We can probably defer the first. You've been good so far. Tell you what, I'll give you 18%.
18%. No payments
Till the second month.
to the second month. So basically skip the first 2 10-day payment.
Right. Think on it.
I will.
I'd hate to ruin a business relationship.
Oh, as would I. No, I will bring these terms to my associates, and I'll come see you tomorrow.
Certainly. Enjoy yourself.
Let's get out.
As you leave, we will go over to the Castellanters. You guys, yeah, go
What are we
ahead.
gonna look like? Who are we today?
If Jordan will let me have, I was hoping to have 3 disguises. If Jordan will let me have a third one.
Sure.
Okay, so my third one's just gonna be a guy in like a blonde-haired, well-groomed, nobleman-looking fellow.
Okay.
Tall, moderately skinny, doesn't do a lot of physical labor. Human, wears like blue and silver, a spear-esque color scheme. Blue and gold robes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of what I look like.
Okay. There's no problem. You transform on your way out.
They turned us away. This is
That's the hope.
Yeah.
That's the hope. Even though I kind of want them to.
The Castellanter Villa is in the Sea Ward, but is fairly close to the North Ward. So you walk maybe 6 blocks or so over before the nobles are they're not shy about who lives where. You just start looking around at different signs and headstones on different homes, eventually spotting the Castellanter Villa. Walking up, a small guardhouse and a gate greets you, and a young human male, clearly bearing a sword, just eyes both of you. State your business. We're not interested in buying anything.
Well, we're looking for a patron, actually. Someone to help us out with the venture we're trying.
It's an exciting opportunity. We were thinking people such as the Castellanters would be interested in.
You guys can both make persuasion or one with advantage.
Go ahead.
It's not flat.
That's cocked. I can see it. I can see it from here. It's not.
Okay, well, advantage.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Better.
22.
22 is plenty. That's like,
That was a natural 1 or something.
right, sure. Going in. Should be in the main hall. Knock. One of the servants will let you in. It might take you to the garden.
So, I'm sorry. He said he directed us in the.
Yeah.
Where to go?
Towards, yes, there's a long walkway that leads up and around a fountain. Towards this sprawling villa, probably 10 times the size of the house you guys have inherited. This massive estate is marble brick on the outside with huge windows, all of them open at this moment to take in the beautiful weather. With
Such a lovely thing we're having.
some very nice black tiled roof as well.
As we approach the door,
Sure.
when we're fairly close, I just want to bump into him and cast guidance.
Okay.
Just in case.
Wait, am I doing the talking? Shit.
Something feeling really good about it.
Okay. Very nice.
What are we here for again?
As you walk up to the doors, you have a quick knock. They swing open, revealing a beautiful entrance hall with all marble. Some bright red and black tapestries kind of hang down to give the room a little bit of color. But one of the servants comes in and you can hear the shoes kind of clack against the marble floor. Yes, you're here for patronage.
Yes.
Right this way. And she takes you out to, through another long hall and out, so an arched gateway that leads into a beautiful garden, pink, red, blue, yellow flowers all sprouting in very, very well-maintained rows. And you see two young children, one girl wearing like a green dress with blonde hair and a young boy wearing a pink shirt with some tan pants. He's got brown hair, but they both just seem to be playing with some toy knights. And a woman and man, both brown hair, very tall. The man wearing red, very formal attire, almost a cape-like vestige around his back, with white shoulder pads and gold emblazoning different parts of his robe, and a woman in a very beautiful yellow gown and a gold chain that's about this thick kind of around her neck that swings down with emeralds in it. Her hair is up, and she has gold earrings hanging down as well. They both seem to be watching the children, but as they hear you approach, they turn, and the gentleman says, welcome. My name is Victoro. This is my wife, Amalia. Now, you seem to be here for patronage, is that correct?
Yes, it is. If I may introduce myself, I am Dallin Fundal.
Yes. Eleanor Salas, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you both. There's no need for nerves, just in case.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Well, if we're, you've already been informed that we're here for patronage, so I'll
Yes.
sort of just get right to the point. We've recently acquired a sort of tavern in Trollskull Alley. It's a bit run down. It has a lot of potential, though, and we already have some staff in line as well as potentially some servants to keep the place tidy.
Well,
But in any case, we need some financing to get the place spoofed up a bit. Replace some of the furniture, fix some of the windows, level the porch, that kind of thing. And we were hoping for your assistance in this in exchange for something perhaps that you see fit, or perhaps whatever comes with the patronage that you would offer.
He kind of nods, so he looks down at his wife. She goes, yes, hello, Amalia. That sounds within reason, certainly. Servants, I don't know that we can provide ourselves, but I'm sure there are guilds that will.
you were saying we have some.
Oh, you have some. I see, sorry. I suppose it sounds like you've thought this out well enough and you're looking for funds, which is a good place to start, so honey, I'm not quite sure. And Victoria's like, yes, I agree. How much are you looking for?
Well, we were before 1,000 or so.
Yeah, and the family of 1,000 would be great.
1,000. Yeah, I believe that should be fine. Obviously, an agreement will need to be struck. We have some tasks that we ourselves and our servants are pretty well known, so we can't accomplish ourselves. We don't want to draw too much unnecessary attention for our appearance in places that we don't usually go.
I understand.
You would not be able to ask many questions, but I promise you things are fine.
Well, I can say that I do have some acquaintances, Aelin here and a few of my other companions that would be very likely capable to the task.
Certainly. Well, all we do to keep our family safe. Mind the children making noise over there, but some information we're looking for that I believe you all could be of help with, especially if you've got an opportunity and some capabilities yourselves, and if nothing else, your bar could be a hotspot of gossip.
As they usually are.
Yes. The terms will be strict. If you begin to deny us our requests, we will requisition the building.
So I understand. So they're asking that they would require us to do a series of tasks?
In general, they basically, you're asking to be in service to them, essentially. Like, they're going to ask you to do things, not in service. In service is a little bit harsh. They're going to ask you to do things they can't publicly send people to do. They're going to ask you to gather information, and if you say, we're not going to do that, you can either pay them back the money they gave you, or you can do the task. If you don't do the task, they'll take your building.
And
Good.
I was going to say, is it an indefinite thing, or we have to do just this one thing?
You can buy yourselves out whenever you feel comfortable. Now, obviously, a working arrangement benefits both parties. If you continue to do well, we can continue to reinvest. There's plenty we can offer you. I don't mean to cast or disparage either of you, but neither of you are nobles. We have access to plenty of balls. We can advertise your tavern. But a healthy relationship works in both directions. This one is working with us giving you coin and you giving us service, and once that is settled, there's plenty more to do.
What would you think, possibly, about a trial run where you have us do something for a small amount of coin and we can establish some sort of relationship and decide if each parties are satisfied?
I suppose that could be arranged. I may need a day or so to think of an appropriate topic, but sure. We can maybe do that. I can send a letter. Are you staying at the establishment now?
We are.
Okay, I will send a courier with notes describing the instruction and payment, but expect that either later this evening or tomorrow.
On Casanova couriers to send it to us.
We have our own service, actually.
I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
It's just you picking up the note.
So you ask them to deliver some instructions and the money, and then
Yes,
you
I'll
can
get this to
accept it
them right away. You just turn around.
They're doing the
We'll send you the
instructions.
instructions.
And then if we do it,
It'll be obvious if it's completed.
Yeah.
You'll bring us something back from this, and we'll exchange coin at that point.
That sounds very agreeable.
Okay. Well, let me know if there's anything else I can do to help, but...
Well, you'll likely be hearing that from us quite soon. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Of course. Have a great day.
You too.
Kids, wave! 2 kids turn around and wave over to you.
I was like, oh, they're so precious, aren't they? And I was like, roll my eyes in your direction.
And, thaumaturgy lets you conjure a minor wonder. What would be, like, very, very, very non-threatening that I could, like, make back at the children? I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm attacking your kids.
Owlbear here!
Barrel.
You can make it sound like a bunch of birds are singing kind of behind you.
Great.
Okay.
I'll do that really.
So both of those clap on your way out. But you guys exit the manor unaccosted and with that information. And
I
finally,
do not like that.
we turn to
Main event.
the main event as you two make your way across the entire city nearly all the way to the
track.
I do have to
far.
I do have to wonder if, like, Jordan was just like, good, we'll do one of these 3.
Then we'll move on.
That's
now.
why you prep all 3 of them.
Exactly.
He knew we would split up and do all of them. Of course.
I had a feeling. It takes you all the way to the far west end of the dock ward near Mist Shore. You guys, actually, you two, as you go along here, you see a lot of deckhands and 4 absolutely gorgeous ships. And crates are being unloaded that are making sounds from creatures you've never heard. Some of them you guys would know as elephant sounds, tigers roaring, as this group of deckhands is unloading rides, carriages, all kinds of things, and people are handing out flyers for the Sea Maidens Fair as you pass along the dockward.
I can't wait for the Cheese Maidens Fair.
I do love a good cheese maidens fair.
You continue making your way along the dockward.
Today.
So,
No, it's 2 days.
It's
from
all
2 days.
month
okay.
long. Sorry, that's Cheese History Month.
You guys continue making your way along the dockward until you get to what you know as Mert's kind of estate property. And on the very outside, there's a small cottage that says Mert's Miraculous Money. You guys enter inside. Very portly but well-dressed man with a cane that has a diamond bigger than anything you guys have ever seen resting at the end. I think there's a picture of him in here.
Baller.
Here he is. This is Mert.
Hell yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome! My name is Mert.
Have I seen or met Mert before?
You've seen him drinking. I don't know that you guys would have met, but you might have
Interacted with
like
him.
We probably don't borrow money usually.
No.
not in
It's a
this capacity.
Big business.
Would I have ever like shared a drink with him or anything?
What do you do in your free time?
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, actually.
This dice says yes.
Yeah, that's what we did. At some point, previous adventures, yeah.
Sure.
Swap stories, but
Mert, Torn Casanova. I think I recognize you.
We got really drunk and you said you were gonna leave your kids somewhere?
Yeah, it sounds like me.
That absolutely sounds like him.
Is this one of your kids?
Yeah, this is my boy.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm Mert.
Nice to meet you,
You got
Mert.
quite the father over here.
I'm Zarias of the Casanova Brothers. We do courier services all around the city. We're the best. If you need anything, you come to us.
I think I can
God, you're worse than Vera.
make that arrangement. So what brings you in this particular shop today?
Well, actually looking to borrow some money.
Well, you've come to the best place in Waterdeep to do so. What are you looking to borrow money for?
I kind of pat Zarias on the back and I'm like, well, why don't you fill him in on our situation?
So, we've recently found ourselves in possession of a fantastic up-and-coming tavern on Trollskull Alley.
See his eyes light up at tavern. Really?
Yes, indeed. And it gets better. Wait until you hear the potential of this place. We already have employed under our services.
Oh, now I see why you guys were worried.
A-
Because he's coming.
We already have employed under our services a ghost bartender. Talk about novel, right?
Have you told Volo that you have a ghost box? He'll be very interested.
Well, we don't.
He'll
I'm
see
hoping,
soon enough.
I'm hoping to make sure Volo doesn't come.
He brings so many people. You don't want him there.
Oh, does he really?
So many. People come for his book signings.
Oh, we don't you worry. Volo will be there plenty.
Okay. It's not as close to the the Yawning Portal as I would hope to open a competitor, but it's close enough, I suppose. Durnan, he's always trying to one-up me. You know, we both went into that well together. Might as well. I should probably be getting some of the profit from it, but nope, he just opened it up. Decided the adventuring life wasn't for him anymore after we escaped the Undermountain. What am I to judge? Anyway, you need money.
course.
How much money do you need?
So we're looking around the whereabouts of 1,000 gold, at least to start.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm a great businessman. Fairly confident I could help drive you in the correct direction. Now, this is going to take a lot of work from me, aside from just giving you coin.
Tanked over here.
So, for every 100 gold invested, I will take 5% ownership of the bar. Of course, that ownership is halved once my initial investment is repaid, and I'll be expecting that repaid over the course of 1 year, but you won't owe me any interest, and once the loan is gone, I'm just a happy patron.
Wait.
No, it's tapped. He'll still be there.
No, he'll still have percent. He'll still have whatever percent of his ownership is. Yeah.
I'll take whatever percentage of the profits that turns out to be until my 1,000 gold is repaid,
That'd be 25%.
and then I will have my stake in your bar.
You want to?
Uh,
Well,
Well,
sure, we'll
100
cook plenty
gold.
of steaks for you.
I
And half of it goes
appreciate
away
I
when we
appreciate
take
the
the
offer.
That is.
Just to be clear about the numbers on the table, that would after we pay back.
Wait.
I do like numbers in the air.
Maybe they'll-
Yeah.
You own
maybe they'll talk
10% of the tavern.
50. But I'm open to counter offers.
After we pay back,
It'd be 25%.
You own 25%.
Those numbers.
That's about a quarter. That's almost a quarter of the bar, right?
It's about 1/4. You still have.
Well, you know,
not majority ownership.
I thought I was the one who had a poor education, but yes, that's exactly a quarter.
Look, I keep telling you, I raised you right.
Questionable.
You're not here.
I know. This is out of character.
I shoo the pigeon away. I don't know. That seems
That's a bit
that
steep.
seems awful steep.
You have any other ideas? Where would you be comfortable at? Maybe uncomfortable. Businesses are about being uncomfortable together, alright? We're both gonna be here. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way.
Now, surely, how many taverns do you currently take stake in?
That would be 0.
0.
Less than 1/4.
But you want to be competing with Durnan?
Yeah!
Durnan's a pretty good guy. Runs a real solid tavern. He has a portal to the Undermountain. That's real hard to compete with.
Our portal to the Undermountain, but sure.
Sure. Sure. Both of your portal to the Undermountain in his tavern.
That he owns.
I see your point.
Well, way I see it,
Oh my god.
this could be quite the strategic investment for you, right? Could be real useful for you
We
to
can dig a hole in our tavern.
get your first tavern in Waterdeep.
Make a persuasion check with advantage
What exactly were you persuading him of there?
to lower his...
I was saying things. He told me to roll dice.
He's working over the approach in his mind.
13.
Just barely.
It's that number where you're like, does that beat the DC?
It
What's
does.
the DC?
Because I wrote it down ahead of time so that I could enforce it. I'll drop the ownership by half per 100 gold. 2.5% per 100 gold invested, halved once I'm paid back.
For him. So 12.5%.
Yeah.
Why don't we make the
Well,
numbers really difficult and we'll only borrow 750 gold?
I'll have my accountants look into how much ownership percentage that would take.
Pulls out the abacus.
We do have 250 already.
We do have 250, alright.
Rest assured that
200. He spent 50.
How about
drinking last night.
How about this?
He was in the house. What did he pay?
In lieu
House
of...
leaf.
So we can still do
Thus.
the arrangement of, obviously, you getting your payments that you deserve. But the percent ownership is a bit much. I would say, what if we, in addition to obviously paying you back with interest in lieu of removing the interest, we also name a drink after you. We put a painting of you up in the bar.
In the basement.
And we have performers come in once a month that perform some sort of act that has all to do with Mert and his adventures into the Undermountain with his sidekick, Durnan, alongside him.
What if Volo were to write said book?
And a book that exactly, a book that we have available at the bar as well, written by Volo about the tales of Mert the Adventurer.
Go make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh,
I believe you have inspiration if you want to use that.
oh yeah,
Clutch.
for sure. feel
Well,
Who had
16.
to work hard for that 11?
16?
16.
Who would have thought Torin was the one to get the persuasion rolls?
So I can't lower
Zero?
the initial
No, 19.
stake. I need to make my money back fairly quickly. 25% I think is fair until you've paid me back. Now I will drop my ownership to 7.5% after I am repaid if it's 1,000 gold and 5% if it is 750 gold. I cannot go lower than that, and that is assuming that you do name 2 drinks after me, a book is published, and I get to pick exactly which of my portraits of myself is hung in your bar.
Anything except for tasteful nudes.
Oh, of course. Those are private collection.
And untasteful nudes.
Good
You
one.
drive a hard bargain. I suppose that will do.
All right.
Alright,
Do we have a deal?
We'll have to discuss this with our associates. I mean, my brother is Casanova Brothers, so obviously not just one, but we have a couple other associates that we'll need to discuss this with first. We've been, shopping around for the best deal, as one does in a good business. So we'll have to come back to you.
Certainly. I'm always here.
Thanks for talking, Bert.
It's a pleasure.
The pleasure was ours.
All right.
Out like the wind.
You guys, I'm assuming, reconvene at your new tavern with
Yes, sir.
the information at hand.
If the Temple of Oakma is really close to...
Castellan.
You would have time to
Issues.
do like an hour or two of research.
I not even doing the research yet, just trying to
Swing by.
procure some sources of knowledge on the subject.
Sure. So the halls at the Temple of Ogma, it's a beautiful temple. It is a massive library that has several floors and catacombs worth of books. As you walk in, some of
Not
the
very religious. Who the hell is Oakma?
that's a great question.
Natural 20. I knew exactly who Oakma is.
Ogma.
Og Daddy.
I probably know plenty about this temple, I guess.
Ogma is known as the Lord of Knowledge and is the neutral greater power of bards, inspiration, invention, and knowledge in Faerun. I will look up more about him next time. I just know that it is his temple that has books.
He's the nerd god.
He is a little bit the nerd god.
The book bar
His
god.
symbol is taped together glasses.
But if you go in and ask some of the attendants, they're just like, you're looking for books about illithids and mind flayers. They've definitely got resources there. They're not super keen about you taking books out of the temple, but if you want to research there, you're more than welcome to. They'll help you find the books.
Okay.
Steal. Do it.
Just
Not
like the
today.
dagger. Can I see that book? Thank you.
Are you using that? Just like take it from other people in the library.
But yeah, they definitely
Yes, it
have
was.
It's just
information
getting
you're
good.
looking for.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'd like to stop at the guy I want to stop before. I wrote down tallies.
Tallies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nope. I'm on my way back. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
too.
Bless you.
Bless you.
On your way in to Tally's, and you guys all notice this kind of on the way back, there is a wood elf who's kind of walking around the outside with a sign that says, save the paper. She kind of yells at you, don't buy any scrolls in there, he's using too rare of wood.
For the paper.
Yes.
Well, damn. I'll take it out of that.
Good. And then as you're kind of in front of a window, Tally kind of comes out. Ignore her. Come on in, please.
By all means. Hey, Tally. I will also make sure I'm in the same
Yeah.
visage that he met me yesterday.
Sure.
Figured I'd stop by. Actually, was wondering if you could appraise something for me.
I suppose I could.
The GM realized.
And I said, like, I'll check your pockets, like, oh, there it is, and I'll pull out the huge ass ring that I'm guessing is probably like flawless looking
It's beautiful.
and like unscratched,
Mm-hmm.
which is very suspect. And I'm gonna say, I was wondering how much this would go for.
Takes his glasses off his snout and puts them up closer to his eyes. It's very beautiful. I'd say in gold alone, it's worth about 50 gold pieces. You aware any other properties it may have?
Does it have other properties?
I can actually check it out.
Let's see. Well, I know, but
We know. We know.
If you give me about 10 minutes, certainly.
sure.
Ken gives a spell slot on
He's a mage. He sells
so-
components, and he's a mage.
You see the Dragonborn take the ring and kind of go sit on a stool, concentrate on it for a moment. He's going through some
Like
rituals.
peruse
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
and just like look at all things like wow, we can't afford.
10 minutes pass. He flags you over. Can you give me another 10 minutes? This is interesting.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. He goes back
Thank
and you
you.
see him begin a different ritual.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
Your ring is gone.
10 minutes later, you come back, and you see that it is now on a gold chain, and he's holding it with a hand with a glove on it. So,
I'm like, I put that ring on.
this is it's a ring of, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to, make you look more fit. It helps you do more with the food you consume. This spell is not truly cast on the ring. There's an incantation I could do to uncover some smaller curses.
Oh.
The ring makes the wearer crave food.
Makes him a glutton.
To the uninitiated, the enchantment seemed real enough. But if you don't look too hard, or I guess know what to look for in cursed items, you may miss it. So it would have the opposite effect on the wearer.
Right.
Although you seem to be doing fine.
Well, it was gifted to me, and I put the ring on briefly for a night, and took it off the next morning.
That's good. I would not put this on again.
I did
The
not
curse seems to remain beyond the item itself.
Ooh.
I did not know it contained magical properties.
I'm
I was
sorry.
not warned of these
Which
properties.
It makes you hungry?
Or
Or
it makes you eat a lot, but it's supposed to make you look fit.
Like it's a P90X in a ring. That's the spell essentially.
nice.
But
it
it's
was cast-
cursed.
Oh, it's cursed.
It's
Okay.
obscured. The curse is obscured by the spell.
Well,
So
if
if you
you-
gave it to someone who used detect magic, it would show up as the spell that would make you like be fit and help you
But
burn
it's
food.
actually supersize me.
Right.
Love it.
For Volo, that's
Pretty terrible. And
that's pretty great.
That's pretty right on the money for Vola.
I'm going to give you this chain. If you don't wear it, you should be fine.
All right. I'm not sure what I want to do with this now, but
If you want, I can buy it from you.
I was going to ask how much would you offer?
I'm gonna have to remove the curse, so I will probably take it for 30 gold if you'd be willing to part with it.
I will.
I might be able to do that in a little while.
You can start praying about how to do it.
If we go
Yeah.
if we go
I was about to say studying.
Do you mind flares? Yeah, no problem. Next day.
Pray
Remove
about
curse.
it.
I will think on that. I can't. I don't know what I might use something like that for, but
30 gold for whatever you
Pranks
want.
and
more than likely I'll be back soon to take you up on that.
All right, sure. Just be very careful with it. If you see the gentleman or gentlewoman who you took this from, I'm sure they're not hard to spot. Just please refer them to me, and I can, or maybe one of the temples, I can have it removed.
You know, I'll let him know.
Okay, I appreciate that.
No one's telling.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you mind if we also pop into, the herbalist shop?
Yeah, Corlon's Crown,
I don't mind.
which is very a familiar name to you.
Yeah.
What name?
Corlon?
It's the god of elves.
Barrel.
Oh, right, yeah. That'd be...
You head into Corlon's Crown. Pull this up.
That's actually one of the better ones.
The stately 3-story townhouse has had its 3rd floor renovated to become a greenhouse. The walls of it are glass, and you can see plants blooming. And stepping inside, you just are overwhelmed by beautiful, sweet smells of flowers growing and herbs being grown and cultivated. The actual owner doesn't seem to be around, but sitting in a chair kind of in the corner is a... Need to check what race this guy is. It didn't say where I thought it would.
They are. Who we got?
A younger human male, but probably around 25. Sitting in the corner, twirling a dagger kind of in his hand, but just sitting.
My dagger. Found it.
Fowler's out, but if you want to buy something you know about, I can probably help you.
Oh, alright. Thank you very much. Do you have equipment for making potions of healing?
I honestly don't know.
Oh.
We could probably sell you one or two, but if Fowler would know, she could probably gather a kit or something.
When might she be back in?
She's walking around the bookstore right now.
Did we see a woman in the bookstore? Oh,
She's
brilliant.
the one with the sign.
Oh, shit. Nice. Alright. Well, we didn't insult her.
Nope,
That
that's
immediately clicked for me.
the opposite, actually.
Yeah. You're like, I will heed what you're saying. Goes in anyway.
Yeah. Wait, how? We did not walk out with anything.
We didn't buy
paper-related.
anything.
No, you did not.
Oh, got it. Do you mind if we have a look at the plants?
Sure.
I want to look at the plants.
Go for it.
I too look at the plants, not knowing at all what I'm doing.
You and this guy are in the
Fake it till
same
you
boat.
make it.
So.
This one is very green.
This one is even greener.
This one is a little bit blue.
I mean, there are a lot of gorgeous plants around here. Many that you're
spring,
unfamiliar
look at
with,
those
especially.
flowers.
Like, you've seen plenty of flowers, but you growing up in the city, you don't see a whole lot of vegetation outside of the City of the Dead.
The other one's greener.
I see like ivy occasionally.
Exactly, and these are, I mean, it's almost an overwhelming amount of color. But you do see, like, shelves of potions of different colors and sizes and consistencies. But there are plenty. You can walk up and down all 3 floors and check out the flowers for as long as you'd like.
Are the potions labeled at all?
Yeah. There are a few. There's a bunch of ones that you've seen before. Potions of healing are just red. There are several of them.
I mostly was just asking because I wanted to rearrange them according to the rainbow. And
Okay.
ignore the labels.
You see
Oh my gosh.
potions of healing. There's some potions of climbing, potions of animal friendship,
It's on my list.
potions of greater healing, and potions of water breathing.
How much is the potion of water breathing?
250 gold pieces
Alright, well.
is the label. There are 2 of them.
Those blue?
They are blue.
Perfect. This is a Roy G. Biv, guys. Here we go.
Here we go. You go ahead and accost the potions to your heart's content. And you observe the flowers. Is there anything else you're looking to do in the...
Oh, no, I'll come back for
I'm
follow.
a cat folk.
Okay.
Another time.
Fantastic.
Wait till the shopkeeper comes out.
Alright.
No.
Look, I'm turning me out.
So I think back to the tavern. Yeah.
Right. We do. Oh, you want to make potions?
On my way back, I would like.
Yeah.
I love a good cheese festival. I love a good cheese festival. That was-
What are you doing?
On my way back, I would like to pick up some cheese in anticipation of the cheese festival.
What kind? Some like Some Gouda.
Nothing
for
too
sure.
fancy.
You know what? Let the DM give us a list of what they have.
Oh,
available.
yeah. Jordan.
What kind of
Proceed.
Let me
cheese?
pull up my cheese list over here.
What kind of favorite?
We're on the cheese table to see what's on
What kind
special.
of-
You
what kind
gave
of
us a cheese festival. Why would you not
cheeses,
anticipate this?
Son of a bitch.
You don't actually do that.
I just some
Arbitrarily
like,
delicious cheese.
like a nice
Generic cheese, hunk is listed here in my DM screen for real for 1 silver piece.
Sure,
Alright,
I will take one cheese, hunk.
Okay.
And I want
Make it one word. Just come
one cheese, hunkier hunk. So we'll make it
2 hunks, 2 silvers. You're able to procure these hunks of cheese at stands across various wards.
Which makes sense that there be many cheese stands.
What's the shopkeeper's
popping
names
up.
at these cheese?
Boblin. It's all boblin. Alright.
Twin goblin brothers named Boblin.
Yep.
Whatever
Actually
cheese
run
stand
the cheese
is.
empire. Just like Casanova Couriers, Boblin cheese shops.
Exactly.
Yeah, it even alliterates the same.
Boblin's cheese shops.
It doesn't.
They're starting a franchise. If you're
In
interested.
goblin.
In Goblin.
Yes, it alliterates in goblin. Yes.
I love that.
Cheese list. You reconvene with the rest of your companions. Magically are teleported together into the main room.
Hold on, there was that one purple shop.
There was a purple shop. If you would like to visit,
Jordan's like,
this
oh, well,
purple
as
shop,
long as we're not talking about cheese anymore.
if
You
you'd
were
like,
magically teleported.
No, I don't want to go there. They probably do they have purple cheese?
they do not have purple
Well,
cheese.
then no reason to go there,
Good
right?
point. Is there anything else you guys are looking to do during
No,
this
no,
night?
we actually
We're
need
done.
to
We're done
reconvene.
torturing you.
Okay.
The purple shop has my attention, but there's no way I go from let's get this
get
term,
cheese
let's
to-
get this term, let's get cheese. Okay, purple shop now.
On your way back, you guys see that the sign has 2 sides. One says no to paper, and the other says duskwood paper equals murder, that the wood elf is waving around wildly at anyone who will listen. But you're able to walk past her if you wish into your tavern.
What's so special about Duskwood?
That's a good question. She probably knows.
Oh wait, she. Oh okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm new in town.
No, you're good. Are you asking her about the...
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like-
sorry. I thought you were asking me that. No, I get you. Okay. Did you know that only 1/10 of all Duskwood trees are chopped down, or 1/10 of all Duskwood trees are chopped down each year?
Of all Duskwood cheese.
Yes, that's what I bought. I bought Duskwood cheese.
1/10 of all
There you
Duskwood trees are chopped down each year. Soon there will be none left. There used to be Duskwood trees everywhere. There was one here and here and here and here and here. They're all gone. And now he's using them for spell scrolls. Can you believe that?
But if they only take 1/10 of them every time, you'll never be completely out.
no, we...
He's not wrong.
Yeah, have some trigonometry, asshole.
Trigonometry?
It's an asymptote, okay?
Either way, it's bad for the environment, and he should use a more responsible source. Or stop selling the scrolls altogether. I don't know.
Does he produce the paper as well?
He buys the paper, and where there's demand for paper, there's demand for cutting down trees.
Yeah, you get me there. Huh. Well, good luck with that. Go back.
Yes, in true Casanova fashion. Well, sucks, yes.
I don't really feel like being here anymore. I'm gonna leave now. True Casanova fashion.
Man.
You guys arrive together. The kids are not around at this moment. Still seem to be out selling papes or something else.
Selling papes?
Tapes. You've seen Newsies before, right?
Selling papes.
He's sprinkling in his newsy.
Sorry,
and
that's a deep cut. We'll talk later.
I have no idea.
Did you get a snapping one? West Side Story. What is it with you musicals?
Look, all
tonight?
right. There's a lot going on up here.
Oh my god.
As everyone gets back, I'm gonna slice them off.
Judge Turbin walks by
and be like, "Happy Cheese Maidens Fair, Happy Cheese History Month."
This is like a festival you guys know about. This isn't like a new thing.
Well, yeah, we know.
We're celebrating.
It's the Cheese Maidens Festival. I've lived here for several years now, Jordan.
I wouldn't know.
I think I would know about the
Certainly.
Cheese Maidens Festival.
Certainly.
Right?
Quill, I know you're confused. This family doesn't have a lot in the way of tradition. For some reason, we celebrate the Sea Maidens Fair with cheese.
Cheese Maidens Fair.
It's just a...
I mean, it's
because the month.
Did you learn this from Dad? Because I
Yes.
haven't met Dad until this year.
I think so.
So you must have.
This is
you must
something
have-
that only you do.
No, plenty of people do. It's an excuse to eat cheese. Really, anyone's happy to take it.
That's pretty accurate.
Make him really want some cheese if I want it.
Gouda.
Great.
Duskwood
All
cheese.
right. I mean, that's
Duskwood
This
smoked
is the good
cheese.
stuff. Oh my god, that's perfect. Duskwood smoked Gouda.
Oh,
to be an appetizer.
it's canon
That
now.
sounds
There
really
we
good.
go.
Yep.
There it is.
Duskwood
I
cheese.
will partake.
Okay.
So,
At least
what did you
it
guys
was
get for loans? Loans, money, terms. What do we have?
Oh, right.
I got a math problem for you.
Can't even tell you exactly what Bert's terms actually were. Too many fractions and percentages.
I
We talked about a nude painting at one point.
I pull out a scroll written on Duskwood paper and it just like spins to the other end.
So I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I think if let's hear yours first before we even bother listening to ours.
We have to find a painting for ours.
Is that bad?
I mean,
He wants
he wants part
He
ownership.
wants to own part of the tab. We talked him down to 7.5%, and then
Per 100 gold.
No, 7.5% is the total after
Total
you
after.
pay him.
Oh.
yeah,
2.5% per 100
Or
gold.
5 if you only take 750.
Right.
Right.
And
So
then,
he owns
uh,
25% until you pay him back.
And then I think we had those terms arranged, and then you offered him a painting and a
No.
book, and now he wants a painting and a book.
Initially, he had us at 50% ownership, and then 25% when we were done with the loan. So he would be a quarter owner, which I was absolutely not going to let happen. That is just not, no, absolutely not. And then we talked him down a few more percent, and then I mentioned, we could have a painting of him, name a drink after him, etc.
Percent come down after
It
this.
did,
Okay.
but it's not 0, so I'm kind of inclined to go with literally anything else.
So, ours is slightly better.
Well,
We sell our souls instead of a stake in the company. We would do tasks for an indefinite period of time before the castle enters.
Do they check on ownership of the souls?
Maybe bodyguards coming to break your keys.
Oh, it's a question present you just asked.
Excuse me?
I'm just asking. I'm making a joke, boys.
I don't think.
So we just have to.
literal souls.
Well, some people bargain in that.
You?
What's the other term?
a third of a quarter of a half your soul, each 10th of a moon.
So, they were a little bit shady about
Yes.
a little bit shady about how long we'd be working for them or what exactly we'd be doing. But essentially, for the 1,000 gold, they tell us do this thing, and we either do it or pay them back.
Well, that's nothing new for us.
I suggested that we
almost-
maybe do a small job for them and see what flavor of work they're having us do, and if it was really bad, maybe we'd say no.
I think they were going to send us a description of the task
Yeah.
at hand, though it
Well-
did seem like they wanted us to be discreet about it.
Well,
And if we do one task for maybe 200 gold, then we could just borrow like 700 from someone else.
We do already have that 250 from Leaf. By the way, Leaf,
250, then a small job.
we're gonna name this place after you.
You see some dust just.
I think he's happy.
That seemed like excitement.
Let's get every word presentation.
We might modernize the spelling just a bit, just so that people pronounce it the way that. Unless you can like vocally tell us that we're saying it wrong, we're assuming that it's Leaf.
You just see like a small like ball of dust start to come towards you a little bit, and then it gets like right here and just into your face when you decide to change the spelling.
I look over at my brother. I blow the dust out. Leafs it is.
Leave
Go
us
lift
alone.
yourself. Lift us alone. Yeah. Well, interestingly, the terms from Istrid seem to be a fair bit more upfront, albeit strictly enforced. Borrow 1,000, repay with 20% interest over a year. First payment isn't for 4 10-day.
Didn't you bring it down to 18?
Oh, 18%. Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah. I think that
10
sounds best.
What's 10 day? 20 days?
A 10-day
It's
is
just
10
10
days.
days.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a fortnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
4 nights.
it is a fortnight.
I don't know.
No.
What's a fortnight?
I don't know. What's
I thought 4 nights.
Oh no, I was
like-
thinking score. A score is 20 because it's like
fortnight
4
is
score
14.
and
It's 2 weeks. But I don't know if a fortnight with the 10 days, 20 days.
Okay, well, 10 days is 10 days.
No way.
No.
No.
So yeah, so we'd have 4 10-day before the first payment's due,
I'll give
and we pay back 1,180 gold a year from when we pick it up.
I'll give the.
Why don't we?
A year from on
No, you're good. I was laughing
G's
about that.
9 of next year.
That's
What I'll do.
Is due every 10 day?
Every other.
every other
Other
10 day.
Every 20 day.
As it were.
Does it work?
Why not? I'm for one am inclined to hear what kind of task the
I'm curious as well.
castle folk.
Even if it's a
have
one-time
for us.
deal,
Yeah.
it'd be great to have a little less to ask from Istrid.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until a note comes that tells us what the task might be, though.
You gotta give it to the Zents, though. They definitely.
Straightforward.
Murder
They
people?
deal very. No, they're very down to business. There's no extra little
Paintings.
stipulations on the side.
Paintings, no drinks.
Not. What we did make sure to ensure that it was not going to be tasteful nudes or distasteful nudes.
Yeah, that's true.
You contributed.
He has to wear clothes.
Right, but if we default on our other loans, we just lose the bar. If we default on a loan from Istrid, well, they'll at least aim to make sure we lose more than that.
Well,
Well,
only one of us has to put our name on the thing, right?
So it's Cane's legs.
Cane will use a cane.
it sounds like Quill's volunteering.
I did that.
Yeah, he's pointing at himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well.
They don't do this when they come from, do they?
Here, we come from here.
Oh my god, again?
No.
Hello?
No, it's Volo. No.
Hello.
Oh, I dive. I literally vault over the bar and sit back. I'm like,
I go over.
I'm
and-
here to
and
study the ghost.
I go
say-
over and
I
warmly
whisper-
welcome Volo.
I whisper
and-
Oh,
even-
thank you.
even though I don't need to whisper, I whisper to Leaf. I'm like, all right, when Volo walks in, I want you to just chuck. I hand him do we have any not glass mugs?
Oh no, make it glass.
Take this.
No, I
Just
don't
an
want to
old
clean it up.
wooden plate
I don't
or
have to.
something.
Sure, yeah, there's a piece of wood you can hand, from a decaying Or you want a cup?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Leaf.
Sure. Yeah.
Chuck this at Volo as he enters. Strike true to his head.
You just like
And then-
strike,
and then trust me,
throw this in
just-
his head. It just flings out of your hand and flies towards the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Sorry. Oh, wait. Okay, you're gonna try to catch it.
Wait, how
Make a
are you
dex save?
200 IQ gonna have eyes behind your head?
Because Dex
weird.
saves, because that's
Dex save.
exactly what Dex saves.
Go ahead.
It's not even aimed at
Give
you.
me tough.
He's
Just next to him. Go for it. Yep.
15.
15. It like you catch it and deflect it off your arm, and it still kind of bounces on his face a little bit. He's like, "Hello."
Sorry about that.
No, don't. This is how they greet you when they are fond of you.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad he's gonna. I think he's gonna like you a lot.
I think so
Leaf.
too.
Whatever you do not interact with this individual.
Oh my God.
You'll thank me later. Just like mutter under my breath. Not to let any of the rest of them
And I'll
hear it.
stand up and just lean against the bar. Now I won't be hit him anymore.
Well, I see you've at least moved the debris out of the way. That's a good start.
Pull out a stool, have a seat.
Is the ghost holding this? Ghost, Leaf!
Oh, you know, that one's nailed down, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Pick it up, they're all broken.
I'll just sit at the bar on this one. So, what are you planning to do at the place? Have you found investors? I could offer my own. I have no money, but if I could invest, I would invest in you.
That's very kind of you.
Let's get offers.
Do you have anything to eat here?
Jeez.
We just finished the cheese, unfortunately.
Yeah, Duskwood Gouda. I popped the last bit into my mouth.
Oh, I am starving. Anyway, do you have like?
Hey, you are. You are still.
Do you have any idea?
Oh man.
So the renovations on these places take usually about a 10-day.
Who do we go to speak about that? Say we had an investor.
If you take us back to the castle administrations are there, you can talk to the different guilds that you'd need to meet. I believe there are several for this one. They would be able to tell you more about it when you get there, but there are enough that will occupy your attention. But they'll send over anybody that is necessary, and then I'm sure you'll have the Tavern Keepers Guild, or the Order of Tavern Keepers and Innkeepers, the Butchers Guild, Vintners, Brewers, Distillers Guild, Dung Sweepers Guild. They'll all swing by and offer their services as it's being rebuilt. Dung Sweepers, yes, you don't want a lot of dung outside your building.
No, I just didn't know
So
that we
dung
had
outside
a
the
lot
building,
of
huh?
dung outside our
There's a
I
little
didn't
bit
know
of
that
dung
it
outside
needed
the building.
swept.
You said we had plumbing.
Yeah, sure, but like...
There's a lot of homeless people,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Sometimes they poop in your alley.
There's also, like, the main mode of
Horses,
transportation.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's carriage.
Carriage.
Hand drawn carriage.
There you
We
go.
also have to remember that we have to
Rickshaw.
pay rent, or not. We have to pay tax, city tax.
Yeah.
That's nothing crazy, though.
It's not insane. There are some
not
one-time
terrible.
costs associated with it, but
Hopefully we'll go to war.
I remember reading about that. Yeah, hopefully we don't go to war.
yeah. There are some deposits, specifically like to the Dung Sweepers Guild, the Street Laborers Guild, Stable Masters and Farriers Guilds that come to pick people up, but they'll go over that when you go to pay the bill. You could always inquire before the loan to see the exact cost, but it sounds like you already know about what you're getting into for. Would you like me to sign some napkins?
We don't have any napkins.
Ah,
Hello.
fresh.
I
out of
always
napkin.
bring some. And he just pulls out a stack of like paper.
Preemptively signed napkins with his autograph.
Just feel free to hand these out to anyone.
What are they made out of?
What'd you say?
Read paper.
What kind of paper that is?
But if you prefer, I can always just stay. I could pay rent if it's the cost thing. I could rent a room in your house and watch the ghost from there.
I think we're doing incredibly well, actually, but we really appreciate the idea.
Sure. Well, I don't want to take up more of your time than I need, but I will take up some of it. Do you mind if I look for the ghost for a short while?
Oh, he's here.
Really? Can you see him?
It actually helps if you close your eyes and try to sense him.
Volo, do you speak Elvish?
No spreco Elvisio.
Oh, wow.
TV.
I am like insulted. I think.
I've heard that before. I think I get this. Oh.
I find another piece of wood and throw it at his head.
Oh, it's working!
You've managed to.
He kind of just closes his eyes and wanders around, muttering to himself for a little while.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
that's fine.
All right,
That's
so
fine.
we start talking to
Prunes?
some
Yeah.
guilds and
Goons?
wait for dinner.
Prunes.
Goons brews?
We're not going over there for dinner. Why not? We're not giving that guy our money. You kidding?
Well, we're not just giving it to him. You exchange money for goods and services.
Yes, but in the end, he makes money from it. That's why he does it.
And makes us food.
Yeah, we're gonna go find food anywhere else. Are there any other taverns?
Is there a place right next door to Frunes that also sells food?
There is not. That's the only reason it's in business. The Misty Beard, which you went to, is a little farther away, but it's not too terribly far. A couple blocks over. You guys can find food there.
Go to the guy that didn't come in and try to swindle us out of our place.
Sure. Smaller tavern, but a
As
couple
we head
tables
out.
and bar.
Leaf, watch the place for us and remember what I said.
Another piece of wood flies at Volo's head.
Do you remember what I said
You
too?
swear you hear the faintest laugh. But just for a few.
Now, Volo, you make sure to close up if you get tired of talking to Leaf. If your head gets a little too lumpy.
I think I'll be just fine. I have... You know what? No, I've never had this happen before. But I'm sure I can figure it out.
You want to be careful because as he likes you more, he starts throwing it harder.
This wasn't the hardest already.
You have fun.
Is there anything else and you close the door.
So I actually also leave a little, like, remaining slice of cheese
Okay.
for Volo.
Okay. Very nice.
I just arrange the furniture so it's like at knee level.
You set a small maze of things as the day begins to turn to evening. The
We're at chin level.
streets around your current establishment are starting to clear out as people head towards taverns and homes. But you find your way to the Misty Beard, are easily enough able to find a table. Ale, spirits are on tap. There is basic food, but plenty for you guys to
What advanced
order.
food.
There is C++ food here.
It's double plus quality cheese.
I'll be doing it.
But they
Do they
give
have
you a
any
table.
cheese
And,
specials for the?
there is a cheese board available as an appetizer.
Yeah.
It's not on special.
It is not on special. It is
I'll take
very
the cheese
expensive.
spetzel, thank you.
Cheese spetzel. If you guys order food,
I mean, cheese is food, but
cheese will cost you 1 silver per person if you're ordering cheese.
no, apparently not.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll buy.
A round of cheese.
Do you want any drinks or anything?
Cheese.
You guys want drinks or just cheese?
A round of ale with it as well.
Certainly.
with a little half cheese stuck on.
Like a pineapple slice?
2
He's
silver.
buying.
2 silver ought to
Who's
cover
buying?
you guys for drinks.
I'll toss.
Cool. Thanks, Dad. I'm buying the cheese. You can't even buy the drinks.
No, thanks, Dad.
7 silver pieces from you for cheese and drinks. But the cheese and drinks are both dropped off. This time it's a very sharp cheddar. And the ale is an amber. but quiet enough bar leaves you with plenty of room to discuss your next move.
Oh, by the way, when we went up to talk to
The castle enters.
yeah, why don't I wrote their names down? There they are.
Victoro and Amalia.
Yes, I used a different guise, so if it comes down to it, they met with Dallin Findala.
I will not remember that.
So don't say anything.
How do you spell all of your name?
Dallin, D-A-L-I-N. Findala,
Actually, this is important.
apostrophe.
If we do decide to go with them, I'll remember it. Otherwise, I'm not going to.
Sure.
I don't want to.
Should have a bunch of little aliases coming from your name in my notes.
It's not
Dallin
because
Findala.
it's not because I don't care about your other names. It's because I don't want to care.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come up. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we go that route. But just in case he swings by and is just like, "Hey, is Dallin around?" You're not just like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" That was that.
All right, so what's everybody's initial thoughts on our options?
Well, until we know what the task at hand is for the castle lanterns, I don't think we should really be making any hasty decisions.
My gut tells me Istrid, though.
Agreed. I don't like giving away part ownership.
Neither.
Especially in what we work in. Having question marks on certain contracts is always a little dicey. You know, I mean, we're hesitant anytime it's the sketchier deals.
And so the castle lenters just have just sort of any. What's the end date on these favors owed?
It's whatever they believe our services are equal to what they
Or if we
You can
offered
buy
us.
yourself
or if
out.
we buy it
yeah,
out.
or for buyout.
So
Probably like a year of
effectively,
servitude.
I was going to say, so effectively,
Or retainer.
we get an interest-free loan,
Mm-hmm.
but the interest is
Favors.
these favors, which could be any number of favors.
And the
doing
faster we
who
pay
knows
them, the faster we pay them back their money, the quicker the interest goes away.
And they're also hoping that this would become like a partnership.
Yeah, they mentioned
Long-term reinvesting.
hooking us up with different drinks or something. I think.
Yeah, they said they have connections for product, for patron. Well, you know,
Spreading our name out there.
yeah. The noble connections are good. We have no idea what type of people they are.
Is Troll Skull Alley a place in the city where nobles might desire to come?
It's close enough in proximity to the Sea Ward that, yeah, if it was a nice enough place, you could get... Especially, like, nobles go where other nobles are. If you have people that are... it's an influencer culture. So if you have influencers there that recommend it, they could get there.
Did you tell us there's like essentially newspaper items around?
Yep.
Is there a gossipy one about nobles?
Yes.
Is there anything
Yup.
about- is there anything there about me?
Oh dear.
Waterdeep Warhorn is breaking news
course.
mixed with hot celebrity gossip, aka nobles.
I want to buy one, and I want to see if there's anything about the. Actually, I want to like flip through, see if there's Castle Lantern. If I see the name, I'll buy it.
Okay. In the newer editions, there's not much about them.
Okay, then I won't buy anything.
Yeah.
Crap. No, there's an idea.
Good idea.
Control F.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, all I know is definitely not Mert.
Yeah, not Mert.
That's interesting because he was sort of my leading candidate here.
Should we consider asking Durnan? See if he'd want to spread his enterprise a little further, make him compete with Mert's hypothetical business.
They already offer us to spot us extra money if we can make the original 1,000. Is Is that what he offers?
What was it?
That was Renar.
Renar will cover whatever is over 1,000 gold.
Gotcha.
And he also said he would come drink at our place. So like, sweet.
Maybe we could offer to kill monsters coming out of the well for a couple hundred gold from Jernan.
I'm assuming there's like bounty boards around.
Yeah, that too.
Well, they don't.
Because if we do a couple
There
of
are
little
a few
Stuff in the
jobs,
sewers we can go check out.
There's this weird kelp thing down there. I don't know. No, Waterdeep is a fairly well patrolled city. The guard is extensive. Any criminal matters they like to keep to themselves. So the work you're looking for is more what these guys have done. So shadier places with connections that are little things that the city
fewer
guard.
questions type gigs.
Yeah, exactly. So there is certainly work if you want to enlist in the city guard or
Well,
How private of a conversation are we able to have here?
fairly. If you make a perception check, you can see if anybody's like trying to listen.
I mean, we could also we could bet on
12.
ourselves.
12? It doesn't
To
seem
do
like
what?
anybody's paying a whole lot of attention. There's some people playing cards in one table and another one where they're
I think I
arm
know where
wrestling.
you're going.
But
We could bet on ourselves.
I know where he's going.
The portal.
oh dear, yeah, that's a great idea. So you're gonna.
I mean, I said ourselves. This is a joint venture.
Yeah, Bucket Light fits one.
I don't aim to go
Right?
alone.
hold a moment
Take
while
this.
I purchase Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
It's okay. I didn't imagine we would be dipped tonight if this is
Yeah,
where we decide to go.
It's like, yeah, there's
Also, I have it, so
three
you
plot
have it.
lines.
Thank
you go
you.
pick
Yep.
one of these, and we're just like, what about this other plot line?
What if we just?
We're gonna make it
what
up.
if we just jump straight into this other book?
You know that?
You say there's a monster at the center of this web. We're going that way.
You guys know that meme where he puts the plate down in front of me and just throws the plate on the hole?
Always sunny.
That is an option. It is an option.
Just saying.
Jordan's like, please no.
I will come up with some stuff. It'll be fun.
I'll kill you guys before you get in there.
You're level 2?
We'll be at least 3 by the time some of us get out of there. Because like if half of us die, the other ones get more
Casanova.
experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Casanova
The
brother.
experience falls out in the middle like the long
You eat it.
Formerly Casanova careers. Quill's careers.
I mean, I kind of glance over at Quill. We could find other less reputable ways of coming up with the income.
We could try. Getting that kind of cash, though, is going to draw attention. Might be difficult. Unless we pull something big and get away with it.
Well, I think we know a money laundering service.
You try to rob her?
No.
That's a horrible idea.
We get money from from where we
From
we
robbing
get dirty
someone else.
money and
Yeah.
then we have her launder it. That's what you.
Sounds also like a horrible idea.
I don't like paper trails.
Well,
Don't worry,
they're
all
coins.
currency is coin.
It's all Duskwood
We're done.
paper.
That's good paper. Yep.
So Mert's final percentage offer was 7.5%.
No,
So if you guys
we
come up-
only take 750 gold, it'll
He
be
will own 5% after you pay him back.
So it's 10%.
Until then, he
until.
takes 25%.
Oh, so he's not going to do half of it at the end.
So he goes all the way down to 5%. He wants 25% of the profits until he makes his money back. Then he drops to 5%.
Oh, Mert, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You talked him down from 50%, then to 25, and then you talked him down again from originally 25 down to 12.5. Now he's doing 25 and then 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
With some stipulations.
Right.
Drinks, paintings, etc.
Yes.
Book.
Oh, right.
And book. That's
Well,
You know, that's
The
probably
book.
the deal breaker.
right there. The book.
The book might be the easier part.
I mean,
Did you mention Volo's name when you said book?
Oh yeah. Who else is gonna write a book?
Ooh, so we have to be in business with Volo for the duration of him writing the book.
All right, let's go to the castle right away.
Does anyone know how long it takes them to put one out, or?
Look, getting Volo to write that book might be the easiest part of this deal.
Does the book have to be a long book?
We did not specify a length of book.
The picture.
Pamphlet. A brochure.
It has to be. He said published, right?
Yeah.
We can find a way to publish it.
He could be immortalized in the annals of history. It's too easy. So, how weird would it be if you went back to the Castle Hunters
Today?
to find out what the job is?
They're sending a courier tomorrow,
Ah,
and they'll give us our first job if we like it.
well,
Well, you guys get the memo.
no.
You can't even be their I thought you were the couriers.
I don't.
That's not how it
I
works.
just expected.
Not every package in Waterdeep is delivered by us.
We definitely would not have time
I
to do
know.
what we did.
I know. Not all of. I just thought.
But
I thought you guys were the couriers.
How much money does
There's
Loretta
nothing-
have saved up?
there's nothing saying we can't hire you two to bring the letter back to them. Maybe gauge
That'll
them.
be 10 gold.
Ooh, no, but then you got your foot in the door.
Yeah, well they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can gauge
So we need
reactions.
to hide the fact that we're part owners here, while
We'll see
That seems like a poor.
Dallin.
Yeah,
Dallin.
poor way to-
Dallin owns the place. Yeah, no, not your way to
It seems like a
That's sort of
poor
the plan.
start to this
relationship.
this business venture.
Or just pay somebody else or use who they send. I'm sure they're better anyway.
So we want to sleep on it and see what tomorrow looks like?
Talk to the courier
Death
tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Okay. You guys head back just as easily as the evening finally dies down. You guys make it back to your new home. The book writer is gone, as well as the cheese. You see several more chunks of wood that are in places they weren't before you left. And the children are all sitting kind of in front of the bar. They see you. Hey! We made like 2 gold.
Hey, nice.
That's not bad.
Do you guys want? Do you
That
want
is enough
this?
to fund a comfortable lifestyle for a person.
Seaward pays a lot. Do you guys want this to go towards the new tavern?
You know, how about this? You guys put that towards getting yourself something a little bit nicer, and you'll work here.
Really?
Really.
Oh, yeah, when we get this place up and running, you could spread word of how awesome this tavern is.
Man. Yeah, no.
Get into marketing.
For sure, we can do that.
Influencer culture.
Is there any reason why hiring these children would be against any of the guilds? Okay.
That's
We'll have our own
good. Does
guild.
conventional wisdom say that this is a bad idea?
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Be like, hey, the Tavern Sweepers Guild says you can't do that.
Yeah.
We're not members, damn it.
Kids Bop Guild. No, these are our employees. You cannot have.
We're gonna learn to be adventurers from you guys. It's gonna be great.
It's a dangerous lifestyle.
Take this.
It's
I have. He pulls his bow out and kind of like knocks a wooden arrow at you,
Is it actually strong?
a little bit, but very loosely. Like it probably won't make it 20 feet.
Okay.
I'm
Make it
ready
10
for a
feet.
dangerous life.
Were any of them like
I
favoring a sword more than a bow?
The mute girl has a sword.
All right.
are you, it's like the string just tied to the bow.
Yeah.
I'm okay as mage hand just pull on it to make it to lose the string so it just falls off.
Yes, yes, you can. That's you see the arrow like drop a little bit off the front. Like, oh,
I pull out a dagger and like throw it very clear of this child's head. So like even if I literally missed horribly, there's no way I'm hitting this kid.
sure.
And just throw the dagger like over him into a wall behind him. Just be like, don't aim that at someone you don't intend to shoot.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
People might take it
Sorry.
wrong. No, it's all right.
Okay,
Also, make sure you have good equipment if you're going to do it.
that's a better idea. These are good tips, guys.
No problem.
And the spear behind it.
No, I cast vicious mockery.
Attack of opportunity.
What a stupid bug! A stupid bug for a stupid child.
Kills this kid.
You just go.
Damn!
30k mental damage. Oh my god. Anything else you guys want to do
Confidence destroyed. As well as hit points.
Disadvantage.
Other than kill a kid.
Anything else you guys want to do
Good.
this evening?
What time is it?
It's late, after dark.
It's 9:56.
Is it before or after the Thanksgiving time? I know it's spring, but like, is it early spring?
It is.
It's
it is.
spring.
The groundhog
It's
sees
spring
shadow.
in
It's
the
actually
evening.
early spring. So the first 10 day of this month, it's coming up on Fleetswick Festival, and that is the time when most nobles actually sail back in after the bay unfreezes. So they've traveled south for the winter and are now returning.
Like
Wait.
Aren't we
Oh,
already?
it's still
Kind
not
of
here.
south.
Ships
But
full
I
of
was-
Kind of, but like Baldur's Gate south, like all the way south.
I summer here, but I winter in Baldur's Gate.
All right.
Ships full of nobles.
Are we gonna be pirates now? Is that what's going on?
Oh, we have the kids
Boats,
advertising new bars.
we take the tavern, put it on the water.
We create
Charge a cover charge.
You all
This is our bit.
we create a detour.
find a long rest that comes to you as you dream pirate dreams, swindling nobles, and reconvene in the morning. As you two walk back up to the Troll Skull Tavern, you see a letter left on the doorstep with a seal and red wax. Very, very filigreed letter C stamps it.
Gotta stand for cheese.
I don't take this cheese fast so seriously.
It's a bit.
All right. So this
How many
letter.
inside jokes is this
Yeah,
already?
take the letter inside. Open
Listen,
it up.
if you thought that Jordan was gonna run a campaign that wasn't gonna be riddled with just random inside jokes.
Yeah, I knew to expect that.
It's really not a bunch of them. It's mostly just the cheese thing.
Which is maybe the better part. And it's only been it has only been for this session now, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
It's the 9th. It's the 9th of cheese, by the way.
It is the
The
9th
Cheese
of
Maidens
cheese.
Fair is
Tomorrow.
So.
The beginning of the Cheese Maidens
cheese.
first.
Oh wow, it's a month.
On the 10th day of cheese, miss me.
The letter, as you open it, says,
10 globs of Gouda.
hope you've had time to consider the offer. As a test, we need you to take a pink handkerchief off of Master Roderick. Master Roderick Bartlethorpe. He'll be in attendance at the parade for the Sea Maidens Festival tomorrow. We expect him to be in the shadow of the Great Drunkard. We need you to take this. You guys know that is an enormous statue,
Off.
like 50 foot tall.
Reginald, what's the name?
Yeah, can you just read the whole
Yeah,
thing
the
again?
whole thing. Pink
I was
handkerchief
not ready.
off of
Okay. You need to steal a
Roderick.
pink handkerchief. I lost my spot. Hold.
Roderick. That should be no problem.
Master Roderick, Roderick, Bartlethorpe, Bartlethorpe. He'll be in attendance at the parade that starts the Sea Maidens Fair tomorrow, and we believe he will be standing in the shadow of the Great Drunkard. If you can steal this handkerchief and deliver it to us, consider a 50 gold front a down payment for your services.
Bartlethorpe.
Bartlethorpe.
so $50.
Do I know anything about the Bartlethorpes?
Noble family, generic noble family. Nothing crazy.
50 gold to steal a hanky? This feels strange.
I mean, it is a test.
is a
They are
Do we-
people of means.
And
Do
you're
we
also
know
stealing from a noble.
anything about-
Jeff
this
Bezos
guy-
just bought a house that has like 3
Not
different
specifically.
saunas in it.
It's just another noble
And
family.
a golf course.
Probably just making sure that we can do anything.
50 gold to 20th.
What?
20 more
The
handkerchiefs.
shadow of the great drunkard.
Obviously, probably all would have handkerchiefs, but
Yeah, and in the city, stealing nobles' clothing is kind of bad, the most bad. So
Crimes against nobles, lords, and officials.
They're bad.
you get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, right.
Get your hand cut off.
Fall under like assaulting specifically. So burglary against a citizen is imprisonment for up to 3 months and damages equal to the value of stolen goods plus 500 gold. That's against a normal person. So like multiply that by 4.
Jail for almost a year.
for
And
Jesus.
yeah, like $2,000.
That's probably fine.
I kind of think we just go with the Zent girl.
I'm kind of leaning the same way.
Feels safer.
I still kind of want to steal the handkerchief, though.
Wait,
Sounds like a
feels.
fun
yeah.
I got some ideas already.
You want to?
But
I mean, we're
I'm
pretty good.
pretty
at that
sure.
kind of
I'm
thing.
pretty sure failing at hers results in death.
Boa girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Year imprisonment times 20. Death.
I think it's year imprisonment or death.
Sure.
Not,
Well, no,
not
this is
20
just-
years of imprisonment.
This is
Oh,
just
no,
the
I'm
first
saying
task.
This is
though.
the first task. It's worth 50
I
gold.
see. I see.
We're borrowing much more than that.
well, the next
I'm
one might
alive
just,
in prison.
The next task might just involve like something simple, like murder.
No witnesses.
Right.
You know, it speaks to like human psychology a lot that like Merc just wants a small percentage of the overall business in the long run, and we're like, fuck no, let's get in with these criminal organizations or these people who just want favors because they're rich as hell.
No, I'm.
We don't want to share.
I
We're
wanna-
splitting it 5 ways. We can't give up a sixth of this.
I'm 100% in the same party as you, but there's no way Zarias is gonna give a percent of this place to anybody else.
Not wrong.
And longer it takes us to get the money, the later it is that we start renovation. Would we want to use the 250 to start renovations today and put money down on it? And then just worry about the rest as we go?
I mean, I can have the money from Istrid today.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
tomorrow now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also don't set the prices on the jobs that we might take.
Yeah.
They could say, steal 10 gold from the bank, and I'll take a gold off of your.
Yeah,
I know, or something. They're completely ridiculous. So
Oh, yeah.
they could just they could nickel and dime us until we're stuck.
Well, and-
forever.
I mean, stealing a hanky's pretty easy for us.
yes.
But they could also say, oh, steal this meaningless brooch from this meaningless woman, and it could be incredibly important and dangerous.
And
I
heavily
don't think they'd share that
and
with
heavily
us.
guarded.
I still want to steal the hanky for 50 gold, though.
Okay, we do the 50 gold
This
job.
does sound very enticing. I think we should do it. I mean, because a handkerchief for 50 gold, that's a fucking killing.
Yeah.
We're also like quite adept at
This is sort of what we do.
I believe the way it works is we steal the hanky, we give it to them, they deliver us 1,000 gold,
Well,
and then we have 50 gold off of that, as far as what we pay.
This one, they'll pay you directly
Yeah,
for this.
this
one
This
kinda
is a
sounds set
test.
up.
Yeah.
I think we could do this and maybe borrow the gold from the Zent woman, and we could always continue to do tasks that we choose to do
That's fair. I
from the
suppose.
Castellanters.
And we could use that money to pay back.
Exactly.
Southern lady.
Exactly.
Okay,
And then
okay.
that way we're not completely indebted. We can
And-
say, oh no, we don't want to do that.
Right.
If we get to a certain task we
Right.
don't like.
Because and that we still have plenty of other avenues to make money,
Mhm.
as long as they don't suddenly own our tavern.
I like the way that you guys think. Perfect.
Brain power
So Istrid
and a terrible high five.
and Hanky.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Istrid
handle
today.
the transaction with Istrid tonight, and we will go to the Hanky next session?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm not bringing anyone to Istrid.
Okay.
What about me? I know her. How dare you?
You walk the same path.
I
The
still
bag
I
of
follow.
coins is still out on the table. Do you actually try to follow him?
Yeah, sure. I'll follow my brother. Why
It
not?
makes
I mean, you
Stealth
know where
check.
I'm going.
I know. I mean, it won't be hard. I don't actually have to follow him. I want to just end up outside when he comes out.
Okay.
That's it.
Sure.
It's nothing elaborate.
All right, so you're just shadowing me to there.
Yeah.
You're not actually.
Yeah.
I see.
If we're dealing with the Zener. I'm not gonna like I didn't want you to go alone yesterday. I don't want you to go alone
That's
today
fair.
either.
Walk in, same guards nod you through, same desk in the middle. The boa constrictor is already out and is draped around Istrid's shoulders.
She's dead.
Just squeezing the life out.
I already have the contract written up, Kane.
Huh.
Just need your name right here. On this next line, can you indicate if I look like a wise guy to you? Do you
Kidding, I
believe
don't
that
know.
my birthday was yesterday?
Oh.
What the shit is happening?
She's asking if you think she was born yesterday.
Oh.
You know.
I was like, why does that matter? What the shit? That was way more over Kevin's head than over Kane's head.
emoji.
I can tell just by looking at you that you weren't.
Good. You know the consequences. I like you. I have some more work in mind for you and your brother. I don't want to have to break you, but I will. Don't screw this up.
Oh, there's the money. I thought she like shattered something in her hand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
A mug worth 1,000 gold.
A skull of one guy
Your
who
deal
didn't pay back.
has been struck. As you walk your platinum back to the tavern, and you guys figure out what happens next. Off stream, we will handle you guys gathering together the prices, requisitioning some things, and we can talk about that offline. But other than that, Mert will be very disappointed to hear he's not getting his autobiography written.
It could be arranged if he pays for it.
That's true. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging around.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Bye.
make D&D now.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Alright.
Make D&D great again.
The next session is Sea Maiden.
Holy shit, I'm tired.